you're here in the camera, but they can't see you. Ladies, gentlemen, and bees, hello and welcome to the stream that answers the question why will Neil get arrested? Today we are covering Kerala, West Bengal, lightly. We are covering the government coming after the LGBTQ again. This time their favorite Sanatani queers. Yeah, my audio went off for a second. Yeah, I know. I accidentally pressed mute. We are also covering the Iran, Israel, and US news again. And we are like looking at an interview by Shashi Tharoor. Hydrated? Yes, I am. Thank you. Anyway, so how have you been? Daily hydrates? Yeah, that has been really saving me. You have no idea how many times I forget to actually drink anything. Like, forget water. Anything. I have gone like 13 hours without a sip. I haven't even eaten lunch and dinner. Lol, lol. I know. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. So how's the election trail going for you? Hey, Piyush, how is it going? I have only drank water. Why don't you get something to eat? I'm pretty sure you are not the one stressing out about elections as much as your family is, You should go eat. I mean, you're like young. I think you can just like sneak out, get something to eat, no? Because of the elections, I'm traveling everywhere. Yeah, no, I get it. But like, isn't there like a random shop on the corner that you can just like eat something on? Or is it going to be like too much? Like, are you traveling right now? Like going from place to place? If yes, I ate a mota bhaji. Like, is that? I don't know what a mota bhaji is. Oh, it's like a egg, fried egg, kind of. Just not right now. I just reached from. Oh, okay, nice, nice. What do you think? Egg fry in batter. Okay. So, what do you think? That's gonna win or no? What does it feel like? I'm just checking a few things. Right, give me a second. Also, hey Piyush, how's it going? That's either gonna win small or lose small. Okay, so you mean it's neck and neck. Okay. I mean, good for him. He, by what you have been telling me, he seems the kind to give a shit about the people. So, I mean, that's nice. That's good. Hope he wins. That's decent. Oh, what is happening? Have you seen? I did see Samay's video. Yes. Do you want me to comment on that? Samay is just going off and off about like. I mean, not gonna lie, he's still funny. Like the whole controversy shit was bullshit against Samay, to be fair. Like, I understand he's like a right wing kind of a jokester who's just there for the money and grifting and everything. But like, the joke wasn't that bad. Like, for the police to come after him. And even now with the Samay video, he's still funny. Like, I gave it to him. Like, he's funny. By the way, it is such a beautiful place. The place where you're like mountains and coastal area, that's nice. Don't take the name of it, please. Just to be clear, I do not want to edit this out as well. Thank you. You're going like there's a chance you're going to be like super important depending on the results of Kerala, and based on that I really don't want you to get doxed. Thank you. समय प्रो बीजेपी था और राइट विंग नेताओं ने उसका बंद करवाया लोल. Yeah, I mean, like, to be fair, right wing किसके सगे नहीं होते, to be fair with you. They are literally there for grifting themselves. So the moment they get a chance to grift more, they're going to grift more. I am only saying that that joke wasn't that bad as it was made out to be. Like, he didn't imply anything directly. It was in the form of a question. The implication was like between a between a cliff and a hard place, kind of like a thing. That was the form of the joke. Like, sure, it was maybe bad, but it was like whatever. Yeah, that was bullshit, shouldn't happen. Yeah, exactly. It was just a bit too much. Like, right wing overreacts to everything. Like, they are allergic to joking other than joking on Congress or like CPIM or anything. See, the thing is with right wing, they make a joke out of you, so they don't want to joke about anything else. That's kind of what the thing goes on anyway. Like, within like inside circles, they always joke about like minorities anyway. So when people make jokes that are actually like decent enough but a bit out there, they don't like it. Like, the whole thing with Kamra also happened over jokes. There was also Manur Farooq. Like, Manur Farooq is such a sad story. That man got hounded and assaulted for a joke he never made. Because someone went to the show and said, like, no, I heard him practice. So the guy was like, the guy came in, He was trespassing for one. How the fuck does the NDA can only have 91 followers on I guess RIP? Yeah. So NDA is not winning in Kerala at all. Don't worry. What NDA is dependent on right now is they're focusing on regions where Congress is more powerful. So if Congress wins by a majority or like even gets a majority, like a majority within the minority, like say 40%. I don't know, Chandrasekhar might win, Nimon. Yeah, sure. But what I am trying to say here is like what BJP is mostly dependent on is to secure their own place. Mangeshwar for K. Sundaram, probably not likely. Okay. Hello. How you guys doing? I am just talking about like Kerala right now. Like, sure, whoever wins right now, like where I'm sitting from, like individual elections do not matter, personally speaking. Like individually speaking, like for example, Mangeshwar, for K. Sundaram, whatever. What I am thinking of right now is if UFD wins even like 40% of the votes, that's going to make it much more possible for BJP and the NDA to make an entry within the state. Because whether you like CPIM or you don't like the or not, whether you like the LFD or not, they have been keeping this discourse at bay. What are your views on Samay speaking about Kashmiri Pandits? I honestly don't care. Like, to be completely honest, I honestly don't care what comedians have to talk about this. Like, I think he's like Kashmiri Pandit himself, so he can, like, doesn't really matter. It's not like he's going out there batting for Kashmiri Pandits or anything. Like, he's not going to make a difference for them. Like, visibility is fine, visibility is good. Thankfully, BJP won't win anywhere where I live right now. Yes, BJP was never going to win anyway. My worry is not BJP winning right now. My worry is that because UFD winning, if UFD wins and wins big, they're not going to take control of Kerala, that is obvious. But if UFD wins and wins big, that is going to give the NDA a backdoor into Kerala. UDF, sorry. That is going to, United Democratic Front. Yeah, sorry. And LDF and UDF. Sorry, my bad. Blame it on my ADHD autism. That is going to give a backdoor to BJP into Kerala because that's how the Overton window ships. Whatever, like whether you like Pinarayi or you do not like, sorry, my pronunciations are fucking horrible when it comes to Southern videos, Southern people. Hold on, Vijayan. So whether you like Pinarayi Vijayan or not, that doesn't really matter here. Whether you like the LDF or not. Man, get some sleep. I'm blaming it on sleep. Yeah, I haven't been able to sleep properly. Like I'm being very honest. My neck is hurting and I'm just like fucking shot right now. Anyway, so whether or not Pinarayi Vijayan wins or not, it doesn't really matter because he's going to win, obviously, because he still has the base. But if UDF wins to like majoritarily, that is going to open like the flood doors. I've slept around 4 hours today, Rip. Yeah, Rip. I don't know if that's good for you, Boki. I think you should take a break from going out with your father for elections. But fine, whatever. That is not my place to say. Anyway, so if UFD like wins like 30% to 40%, it's going to be a problem because later elections, BJP is going to use them as an entryway into the state. Like LDF, as bad as it is or as good as it is like doesn't matter. Because it kept the Overton window in check. Because mostly when you're talking about Keralis, they naturally lean towards leftism because of the cultural hegemony that CPIM has developed for the past so many years. But once that goes away, once there is like acceptance, quote unquote, for more liberal politics through the UDF, it is going to be a problem. Like, if you see these, the interview where that, like, who's the UDF leader? I forgot. Who's the UDF CM face? I forgot who that was. Who's that guy? No, UDF has like the main leader, right? Yeah, Satisan. Yeah, with Satisan. So, like, I was looking at a Satisan's interview, and he's like very liberal about it. No, Satisan VD. Like, isn't this like being like, oh, this is VD versus Pinnarai right now? Because for someone who's looking from the outside, yes, I know, I butchered it. I'm sorry. I'm barely good with my own name. No, I'm not saying Satisan. How do you say this? Hold on, let me just quickly check, so I can just get the pronunciation right. So Pookie is not angry at me. I hope BJP doesn't make it into the south. Kerala and Tamil Nadu are my backups plans. If UDF wins, they are going to do an entry. How could he be pro BJP being Kashmiri Pandit? Kashmiri Pandits were sold a fake dream that if you support the BJP, will give you back the entry into Kashmir, but they were just being used right at that point. Like 12 years ago, like Kashmiri Pandits is like a very big point of screaming for the BJP. Like, whenever you talk about like Muslims, or whenever you like, they're like, oh no, Kashmiri Pandits. So it makes it feel like they actually give a shit about Kashmiri Pandits. Like, did you remember like a few days back? I don't think you were there back then. We were talking to like Sangi dude here who was like going like, oh, I am pro-Israel, I am pro-Hindutva, vagera vagera. And I literally asked him like, so what did BJP do in like last 12 years for Kashmiri Pandits? And he just fucking left, because they only use Kashmiri Pandits as a way to get like the Kashmiri Pandit and Hindu vote, but they don't really care about the people, they care about the land. Anyway, Sadasan? Hold on. Sadasan, no, hold on. In his stream, he said, vote to BJP ko hi dunga. Yeah, like, doesn't really matter. By the way, VD has like Chenni Thamala for competition. I have no idea who that person is. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna butcher the names. Ramesh Chenni. How is he in competition? Aren't they both from the same party? Like, isn't the UDF like, for CM role? Okay. Yeah, like Chenni Thamala is not winning. Like, I'm sorry, I don't think he's gonna win. There's a lot of competition. Yeah, that is the general case with like Congress liberal parties. They don't really have a consistent outlook with winning elections. Like, they break apart within themselves so easily. This is the problem, right? Like, they try to include a lot of different politically idealized people. Like, they want to include like soft Hindutwas with liberals, with centrists. It's just too much. No wonder there's so much like who wants to take where direction with Congress. Like, for Congress, like for example, in the north, which I know most about, bro, could you explain how anti-defection law is bad again? Doesn't it say that you have to resign from the existing party to join another? No. Yes, it is power, Pookie. I do understand. But if everyone had the same ideology going on, the power dynamics would be lesser. No one, like everyone has an idea, right? How are they going to rule? So that idea goes down, like in a very basic sense, goes down to political ideology. Bhagwa communism, lol. Yeah, Bhagwa communism is what happens with Congress if it turns communist. That's Bhagwa communism. That is true. If Congress ever turns communist, that they're going to be like Hindutva Bhagwa communism. I fucking swear. Bro, could anti-defection law, doesn't it just say that you have to resign from existing? No. So what happens with anti-defection law is, at any point of time, if you have a disagreement in the parliament with your current party, what ends up happening is that disagreement you legally cannot have. Like legally, you cannot have the disagreement as a law. You always have to vote with your party no matter what. You cannot change parties, but that kinda I agree with. That stops horse trading. But the major point of contention that I have with it is like the voting here is the problem. So if, say, they want to be like, we want to legalize pedophilia, everyone from the BJP has to vote yes, irrespective of whether or not they like it or not. Yeah, exactly. You have to agree with them. You have to vote the way. So what ends up happening is like the parliament is basically led by like 3 or 4 people, like Mamata Banerjee, Rahul Gandhi, or Kharge, whichever you want to pick, and Modi. Basically, that's all there is going on right now. Whoever, however, wants to have a different opinion cannot have a different opinion that is not aligned with their party leader. That's the basis of the anti-defection law. By the way, I bought the manifesto. Oh, good, but why? I think you can just download it from the internet, no? So, like, I am very much worried about Kerala, by the way, to be very clear. I'm very much worried about Kerala, more than West Bengal. West Bengal, pretty sure that vote chori is so much happening to the extent that because of SIR. SIR is a form of vote chori. You didn't tweet about today's stream. Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry. The reason why I'm so much worried about Kerala is because Kerala is one of the last bastions of left-wing politics left. And like, because BJP always wants to interfere. The best way to interfere a left-wing politically run state is to get it to become more liberal, and then going from liberal to fascist is very easy. Like, that is how they turned Maharashtra as well for a while. Like, earlier Maharashtra was still liberal, but it was still more left-wing, making Indians like turn towards left-wing politics is far easier than any other country, whether you realize this or not, because we are extremely anti-colonial, like at least in our basic structural mindset. You can always frame it as like, oh, liberalism is colonial. That's what the British did, and everyone would be against it. But having said that, if you want to put in colonization, fascism within a state, for example, like Maharashtra, you have to get it to a point where they are liberals first. And then from there, you can just chip away at it slowly and steadily and make it go fascist. So that is one of the worries I have with Kerala. That if Congress wins, and Congress wins big, what it means for the future of Kerala, because at the end of the day, the high education, the like much more focus on female literacy, a focus on actual education, like not just like superficial education, declining in poverty of the state. trying to eradicate poverty, at least taking steps towards eradicating poverty and eradicating like homelessness. Like whether or not they have been achieved, that is a different question. It's at least someone has tried, like in a good, better sense. All of that goes away. Literally, all of that goes away. And all you need is a liberal input at that point within the state. It is horrendous. I know, I understand. Pookie, don't feel bad about it. This is only my assessment of the situation based on what has happened before in a few states. Like West Bengal was under CPIM once upon a time. And that's how Nehruvian socialism was also destroyed from the inside. The more you give space to centrist and liberal ideas, more you give space to even Hindutva ideas, the more it destroys your movement. Anyway, I'm just writing this tweet quickly. What was this? I would have... sorry. I'm just writing this. This is my problem with like Sanatani queers as well. They keep trying to include... what's the word for it? They keep trying to include Hindutva ideology within a very left-wing, leftist socialist movement, like for the freedom of the people. And it's going to infiltrate and it is going to kill the momentum. That always happens. They are spoilers. And like, I understand our tent needs to be big, but our tent needs to not be this big that we have people who are actively talking about disenfranchising other people from the same group to push a narrative by the hopes of like, oh, we'll get more people. I've had this conversation before. I had someone tell me like, we need to start including Sanatani queers within the movement, the LGBTQIA pride movement, because if we have all those people within the movement will naturally grow. But for these people, I don't know if they understand this or not, because the movement will naturally grow. Fine, that is okay. But you'll have so many Sanatani queers in there. There would be no space for intersectionality. There would be no space for Dalit queers or Muslim queers, because they are the ones getting attacked here. Like how many, like in the will of saving people, what you end up doing is you divide your movement and negatively influence the people you started off to save. That is my problem with inclusion of Sanatani queer ideologies. Sanatanism, let's say, for example, is one of the reasons why most of the our people have suffered. You can't have that within the... Jesus fucking Christ, I'm so fucking idiot. I'm doing like 3 things at a time, guys. Give me a second. Fine. My hate for Dead Space is going crazy. While I keep yapping while I'm doing something else on the side. Anyway, stream doing okay. We have lasted off. Stream is fine. Okay, on this side, yes. Connecting to... Okay. Oh, Pierce. I shouldn't curse even in Polish. Guys, by the way, check the new emotes. I used a lot of time to make sure you had more emotes. For people on YouTube, we have new emotes on Twitch. Thank you. What? I'm finally done. Like finally posted everything. Side, like, everything is done. I'm just okay. There's this one, but that one is like tier 2. That one is tier 2 because I literally had to give something to someone. Like it was just staring me down. Like, what the fuck is happening? But I improved the chaddi emote. The fire actually shows. This is something I was doing in the morning today. It's just fucking too much work. I need a fucking... Like, we need an editor for YouTube and doing all of this shit. I need to make an emote of burning the Manusmriti as well. We'll have to see how to make that and make it like I need to make a image of burning Manusmriti, but like make it so that I don't become illegal. Like, you know what I mean? Getting an FIR against for that shit, because it's going to be a problem. Like, chatti burning is still fine. The fire has taken hold. Exactly. That is the point. Yes. Initially I just couldn't see the fire. So I was like, I need to increase the fire as fast as possible. That fire needs to burn so much hotter to burn down all of RSS if I can. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. And then the other emote is like, it's like with the Russian hat. There was also a picture of Marx, but then Marx picture was not showing in the tier 2 emote. So this one you can, if you want this like for a thing, you can just grab it from the Discord, to be honest. And the Papaksh thing is just the other logo I made earlier. What was one of the first logos I made for the Discord server. That's why the Discord server is called Papakshi rather than just Papaksh. Because it's not my server, it is your server. And I was just being cheeky about it. They will be mini shorts, then gone. Yeah. Like eventually I should have rather done this like every tier the fire is increasing and they end up becoming, I don't know, thong or something. Like there should be like a visual storytelling with that emote. That would have been so much fun. Maybe I can do it. Maybe I can actually get it done. You never know. You never fucking know. Anyway, let's just begin. At this point, I'm just like, too much pain in my neck. How am I ever going to be mankini thong, many options? Haha, yeah, that is true. What does chaddi burning mean though? So chaddi is like kind of a derogatory way, but not really, talking about the RSS people. So RSS wear that chaddi for their rallies. When they go around beating people and doing rallies and train with weapons, like the paramilitary force they are. So they wear chaddis, they don't wear full pant. So that's why they're called chaddis. Like the khaki chaddi. Burning that means that you're against the khaki chaddi. What ew? This is literally what is happening. They wear half pant. I'm not even joking. Like we used to wear horrible fashion shows. Yeah, and like surprisingly or maybe not surprisingly, this chaddi and a white shirt. Like how the RSS hold on, let me just show you. So something that I did not even realize. When I was growing up, for my school, this was our uniform. Like literally this was our uniform. Also, by the way, burning chaddi emote is also here. This is, I think, X. Someone posted it. Like I'm seriously like inspired by fascist Italy, yeah, exactly. But I am not kidding. This was literally our uniform in school. Literally my uniform until 6th standard. The shirt was a little bit like yellower because they wanted to be like, look, we are not exactly RSS affiliated, but literally my uniform. Doesn't RSS already happen remind you of colonial past? Yes, it does. Which is so weird. Like I'm looking back right now, like I grew up in the Sanghi ecosystem, which is so fucking surprising how I turned out. Which is so fucking surprising. By the way, I wanted to ask, David, are you in India? Hold on, this chat is not correct. I live in Italy currently, need to know a little about Italian history. Okay. Bro. Italian history is kinda very same to Indian history. Because like RSS literally copy pasted whatever Mussolini was saying. I'm not even kidding. Like this fascist ideology that Mussolini was yapping about, that has been a thing since the 1980s, 1990s. Sorry, 1890s and onwards. And Savarkar literally copied it, pasted it within his book, and was like, look, this is what we are doing now. RSS handbook is literally made from Zionist and Nazi propaganda. Not even kidding. That's why their tactics are also so fucking same. Like so fucking same tactics every single time. Also, where in Italy? I haven't really visited Italy myself. I just have been in Napoli. Bologna, nice, nice. Where is this? Exactly, hold on. Let me just quickly check. Where is this by map? Oh, that's like center. Like the Roman region of Italy that did not have too much conquest, I guess. Hey Radhika, how you doing? Emilia Romagna. Oh, nice. That's cool. How are you doing, Radhika? All good? What do you feel about the election that is going on? That's cool. The best university town in Italy. I guess I'm not sure. Yeah, I study in Unibo. Oh, please don't dox yourself. Seriously, please don't dox yourself. I have to keep reminding people this. Yes, it's all fun and games, but like you do realize we speak against the Indian government. They can find this shit from anywhere. Like, I don't want like tomorrow someone finding you out from an early stream and just contacting you like, hey bitch, I saw you on this stream. The fuck what are you doing there? Speaking to this anti-national right here. Like, I have people, there is a person I was following. The guy got like threats from his friends, like saying, how dare you follow this person? Or why is this person following you? Yeah, it's better safe than sorry. TMC BJP packed behind the scenes. TMC win. BJP puppet will not be visible now, later either. In the right time, expose will happen. People can't do anything though. Oh. If they are not Indian, then no use, I guess. I don't know what bliss we are talking about. I don't know if there is a TMC pact as such because BJP is doing vote chore. Like 90 lakh people were removed. I'm honest to God thinking at this point, either no party has a pact with the BJP and everyone keeps claiming everyone else does, or all the parties have a pact with BJP on the side. I mean, that I live in Bologna is obvious that I study. No, it's not. It's not. You might be there for a job. You never know. That's my point. That's why, like one of the reasons why I keep saying, like even my life, when I'm talking about it, like personal life, I only talk about my dog. I meant if Zach isn't Indian, that won't be an issue. But he is. He's an Indian. Okay, hold on. I have a question then. Yes, you're Martian. Yes, you're from Mars. I have a question then. Like, Eleni asked you to be here, but I thought Eleni was American. You're being fooled to think so. I don't about other parties, but TMC has there is ample evidence in public. No, sure. I just stopped giving a shit about it at this point when it comes to TMC. I'm not a fan. Those who live in West Bengal, including, okay. See, at this point, I just don't care for West Bengal elections. A lot has happened. I'm not saying, like, when it comes to TMC specifically, I have given up a lot of goodwill I had for them. Operational security is important. Carlos Marghela ensured comrades use fake names in Brazil under dictatorship because if you scream a fake name under torture, no harm is done to the movement. Exactly. From that other streamer? No. So she was here. She said that her friend, she's going to call her friend and she called you. Something like that happened. I don't like what I remember is she said she's going to call her friend who's Indian. And I thought that friend is you. Anyway, so Radhika, the thing is, after the Jindal shit, I have given up on TMC. Yeah, no, we aren't friends. I just was in a different stream. Okay. I understand now. So after the whole Jinder shit that happened, I gave up on TMC. Because I don't care anymore about TMC and whatever they stand for. Because like even with the transgender thing is happening, like even they have no motion. Like they did not say anything. They didn't take up the charge until it was in the news. They only do that shit when it is profitable to them. And I don't care. And I said I was Indian and I got brought here. Okay. Understood. Thank you for letting me know. Also, by the way, if you have Amazon Prime, do subscribe. So, I don't know if you like this answer. Like, but on the point of like people saying like, oh, this people have like a thing with BJP, the other people have a thing. I think at this point, I just stopped caring. Because see, AAP is going down Sanghi way. I mean, it started off Sanghi, going down Sanghi. TMC itself is very center-right oriented. I'm not going to be in support. Congress is decent overall. Like, Congress is decent. But there are like signs there that suggest that they do not have a ideology within the party itself. Like they are trying to be the umbrella that has holes in it. Because like there's one thing to have an umbrella. There's other thing to have such a long umbrella that everyone is just fighting each other over what they want the country to be like. Like you can have an umbrella with like leftist liberals and leftist people. You can't have an umbrella with like center right people and center left people. That is just not happening. I think that is what Congress has been doing for a while. Which is my problem. Like all of the things like, AAP betrayed the Congress and AAP was just there for gaining votes. They shat on them from the ground, and like when it came to sheet sharing, that happens because you started being like too friendly with AAP. That is my problem. I don't know if it makes sense to you. I don't necessarily have an ideological issue with Congress at this point of time, given whatever is happening in India. My issue with Congress right now is that their management is fucking horrible. They have, 3 states under their control? Hey, Hazara, how are you doing? And they have been obviously horrendous in managing those 3 states. Like, their political ideology is not consistent within the 3 states. Like, what the fuck is the management doing at the top? Like, TMC is a regional party with 1 state, and at least, yeah, they are doing center right shit, and like they are opportunistic, fine, but at least they have consistency. Congress just does not seem consistent, and that kind of saddens me a lot, to be very frank with you. So I am going more of the TMC way anyway, from like more or less, like, because TMC at least is consistent, has been consistent. I'm not expecting much out of the Congress, to be very frank with you. I'm not asking them to be like, oh, you have to like delve into complete socialist communist ideology, which I would love, because Congress was the first socialist communist party of India under Nehru, and I wish they at least go back to Nehruvian politics. But having said that, Congress really needs to get its shit together, seriously speaking. It really needs to get its shit together. It needs to be on the ground. It needs to do more. By the way, TMC does vote chori by Gunda. Sure. Congress won't win in West Bengal and cannot because it's BJP TMC fight there. Yes, exactly. No, I know. I am just talking about Congress because Congress needs to get its shit together. Like at this given point, Congress is the only viable national candidate. As much as I want like leftist socialist politics in India, Congress is still the only viable there. Congress is too concentrated on making reels, making fun of Modi. Yes, I mean, it is important to do. Let me get this straight. Like within this new parameter of the world that we're living in, it is important to do, but they need more ground presence, which they do not have. If they had better of a ground presence, and doing this would be perfect for them, but they do not. On the other hand, CPIM has an excellent ground presence, but they do not have any presence on the internet. That is the fucking issue. That's why I'm just like, CPIM also only has ground presence within Kerala and southern parties. That's why I do not understand the fight between UDF and LDF. These guys at least should be natural allies. Stop blaming each other for making deals with the BJP. Neither of you want the BJP. But they keep saying like, no, you are with the BJP. No, you are with the BJP. You are like, the LDF UDF fight is absolute bullshit. Like, come on, seriously. All UDF is going to do in Kerala is like, end of the day, it's going to make sure there is a BJP entry because the UDF is going to be like, no, we are liberal party now here. That is going to be an issue. And that is going to be the end of Kerala if UDF wins. I do not give a shit about, also when it comes to like TMC in West Bengal, which is happening right now. Like, yes, I can agree. Radhika, I do agree that like they might be doing vote chori based on Gunda. Like TMC literally has a history of doing that. It is not something I'm going to be like, no, they don't really have it. Like maybe they are just like fake news, or I'm not going to say that. They have a history. Like even when the rape, like brothel shit happened, it was not that the issue never was that, oh, everything is false. People have seen brutalization by MPs in under the TMC's reign. That has been there before. It's not like it was coming out of nowhere. It's not like it was coming out of nowhere. It was there. But having said that, since no, what was I fucking saying? What was I fucking saying? I'll just lost my train of thought. So brutalization was there. So I'm not going to be like TMC is like the great defender of Indian government or constitution. It is not. It is a center-right party which, by the fright of BJP, has aligned itself with the left parties. Like, seriously, that is what it is. It may have started as a liberal party after the CPIM. CPIM was the original party that was there. Fine, Congress just closed school in Himachal, said there was no students. What the fuck? Jesus fucking Christ. Here I am stammering about something. 450 schools with no students shut in Himachal. What the fuck? Oh, but this was last year, no? Yeah, this is last. No. Another 286? What the actual fuck? What is wrong with these people? Like, I am never believing that there were literally no students here. The fuck? Also, schooling is a point of access. It's not even a point of... Okay, they have shut down schools in Himachal Pradesh nearly every year. Are there any people here who school का सत्यानाश करके पहले फिर जान पूछ के बाद कर देते? Yeah, exactly. This is what I'm talking about with Congress, like left fucking liberal as politics. They pander to the center-right ideas of closing fucking schools. Like, what the fuck are they doing here? This is why I'm saying, like, they don't have a consistent ideology, and that's why I don't feel that they are going, like, they are the most viable national level party, but they are never going to win like this. They really need to tie up with the CPIM more, like in Kerala, and use that model in every single state. How the fuck? Jesus fucking Christ. So many, like, every single year. So I'm looking at this, like, print has like one news article from 2023, another from 2025. There's one, another from 2023. The fuck? Anyway, sorry, we are getting distracted from the topic. Radhika, I was asking you if you're still here. I agree with you with... oh, maybe Radhika is gone. See, I agree with you mostly. Let me just leave her a message. Quickly leave her a message because I think she's gone. Okay. But like, I need Congress to do better, guys. Like, as much as we might hate Congress, and I do. Okay. Oh, okay, perfect. No, so see, I agree with you when it comes to like New West Bengal. I don't give a shit about the TMC itself. Their own, like, their premiere is Dancing with Jindal, for example. They are obviously going to be spoilers. Like, TMC and AAP were the only spoilers within the India Alliance, if you remember. They were the ones who's like, no, we are not going to be a coalition partner in this. That was like, okay, they are obviously going to be spoilers. Like, that is what I'm saying. That is what I mean, right? If you are a coalition builder, you should not be including like center-right parties. They are going to be spoilers. And I think that is where Congress went wrong. I wonder what you think. Congress in Kerala is pre-independence was the party of landlords maintaining a system akin to chattel slavery, who the communists were fighting against, and we consider Sora and Ervis. Yes, no, I agree. No, you are correct. I'm not talking about Kerala. I'm like, if you were here before the chat, or maybe you're here now. That is what I was saying. Like, Congress winning in Kerala is bad for everyone. Congress gaining more than 30% is bad for everyone. Because that would mean BJP can directly enter into Kerala politics by just replacing Congress. AAP did the same thing in Delhi. Congress has such a wide umbrella that it includes slavers and slaves. That it in like within this example that you have provided, for example. Congress is like, we will accept everyone, every ideology. We just want a big tent and we are going to be center left and then flip to center right whenever we fucking want. We are going to be the prime liberals here. That is the problem. Congress should not have this big of an umbrella. It really should not. Especially within the South. Congress should have literally just allied itself with the LDF. That is how it maintains power. If it doesn't do that, BJP just takes it over it. That's it. That's it. There's nothing more there. Anyway. Did you know, by the way, did you guys know on the April 2nd, a transgender man and a cisgender woman got legally married in Nepal. So congratulations to them. We are happy for them. In Saptari district on the 2nd of April. Cool, right? One of the things I do wish for India. I know, it is very nice. It is very nice. It is a very good news in the darkness of news that we have. Congress leadership is a problem. The cadres working at the ground level are miles better. Yes, no, I agree. Congress leadership is the problem. Congress leadership, that's what I'm saying, is too focused on the umbrella narrative. They are like, we'll accept everyone and anyone who wants to join, which is a problem. You can't have that. Like, Congress, like, cadres are one of the very good people that I have personally met. They have a thinking brain. Top ones are like fucking annoying. Like, they are the ones who's like, no, we have to go tie up with this, tie up with that. Yo, bro. Hey, man, how you doing? Crusader, how's it going with you? All good? Sab changasi? That is an issue with the Congress. That has always been an issue with the Congress. Like, Congress has such a good thing that is always going for them, but they always spoil it somehow. I do blame it on like RSS doing entryism into the Congress. Like, once the BJP and most of the cadres and leaders who were part of the RSS as entryists have left and joined the BJP. But a lot of their teachings have remained within the Congress. Congress should have never aligned with the AAP. Congress should have never aligned with TMC. Congress should have kept its alliance and a strong alliance with CPIM throughout the Indian subcontinent. But it hasn't. They keep fighting each other. And because they keep fighting each other, the third person here wins. That is like, Congress and CPIM need to mend fences. The current need for CPIM within the north is better candidates. So, in my ideal scenario, these guys mend fences to the point where Congress learns how to do politics from CPIM, like ground level politics, and CPIM gets better candidates. Like, in the north, I don't know if you guys know this, CPIM is absolute trash. They have zero good candidates whatsoever. There's like a few here and there, but like there's one or two. like one, like their best candidates, the best super like on face candidates are murderers and rapists. Maybe it needs more youth. Even if they don't have youth, they need to pick better candidates. That is all. It doesn't matter if they have youth or not. Even their old candidates and youth candidates are bad. In the north, literally, they have people who just want to be in politics for doing like crime. That is the candidates they're picking for some reason. Like go through their roster of like northern candidates for CPIM. Like seriously. It's fucking horrible. Like southern candidates, fucking gold stars. Yeah, I believe CPI in Northeast is full of Naxalites. You mean like Center East? Also, like CPI Maoists are not really that bad, to be fair. Maybe like the whatever you have heard about like Naxalites is wrong, by the way. They are an insurgent group. Yes, they are a Maoist group that wanted independence from India around the Chhattisgarh region. Yes, they are an extremist group. Yes, but what they wanted was independence to make their land better, which is a good thing. The problem with what has happened since the BJP is they have been portrayed as like the most anti-national people out there, where they need to be like eliminated, not understood. Whatever the BJP is doing in like Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand and around that area, when it comes to the Naxalites, the issue there is that these people are not actually solving the problem of those people. So it is going to give rise to the next revolution. What is happening in Manipur right now? The same thing is happening in Manipur. Wait, let me come to Twitch. There is some latency on YouTube. Yes, there's a latency on YouTube. YouTube is really bad for live chatting. That's why like most people who come here are like also switch to Twitch. Like the Indian government has portrayed Naxalites so badly at this point. Like their entire ideology is literally like they want the freedom to survive because the Indian government has ignored them for the longest time. The same thing is with Manipur. Like Manipur insurgencies. Hold on. There is some this we were going to do this later actually, but I might as well do it now while the topic is fresh. Yeah, continue. Yeah, so Naxalites are not that bad people, to be honest with you. Naxalites are there because they wanted protection. Good morning, good morning. Naxalites wanted protection. They wanted their state to grow, not just be under the thumb of a few capitalists. Like you have to understand, states like Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh are production manufacturing regions. Over there you have like mining, coal mining and all sorts of different material minings. It's part of the Deccan Plateau. Because of which their own health and survival was at stake. That's why they revolted. That's why the revolution. They did not revolt out of nowhere. You have to take that into consideration. What the government right now is doing is, thank you for gifting 15 subs. That is amazing. Thank you so much. Right, mining conditions are pretty bad. Yes, the conditions are horrid. That's why they are revolting. Naxalites aren't revolting out of their own. There's a reason why that is happening. Yeah, it is not exactly a separatist movement. Exactly, that is the point. But they are always deemed as a separatist movement. They are always deemed like, no. They are the most anti-national people. They want to be separate. That is just not true. Scarborough being the goat that they are, all of guess who's back full of mutton soup? Pookie, yo! Pookie's back with mutton soup. Hopefully he'll share it with everyone. Like, hold on, where is this? Let me just find this quickly. See, Naxalites are not to be hated, but the Naxalites are the ones to be understood. And as long as you cannot consider this fact and get it in your brains, you're never fixing the life of those people. And this insurgency keeps going on. The BJP government keeps killing Naxalis instead of just talking to them. Actually, they went to Bastar and Dhanda Karna region later. It started from Bengal. Yes. Animate love. What? No nudies in chat, lol. What are we talking about? Oh, thank you, Pookie. The Naxalis are to be reasoned with. They are not to be shat on. That is the only thing there. They have been crying for help from every one of us, but no one gives a fuck about them. And this is the same thing that is happening with, it's such a cute sticker, oh my god. Yes, it is. I don't know the lore behind, even though I've seen it in Sahara's chat sometimes. I'm talking about putting badges on chatters so they ain't naked as jaybirds in I have no idea what is happening here. But I'm going to talk about cookie. So cookies are under constant fire. We covered this last time as well. Like cookies are literally under fire. Though the communists I'm talking about is about Northeast. Yes. No, I've been locking in for a while. Like people are dying right now because of what the government is currently doing. Manipur is literally in like basically a war zone right now. On one side, the government and the mighties are trying to eradicate the cookies, and the cookie insurgents are defending. Like, what do you think was going to happen? Like, seriously, what did people think was going to happen? This is the same problem with Naxalis. No one is listening to them. The BJP government wants to eradicate them. They put on like, oh, we eliminated like this many Naxalis. We killed this many people. We killed this many people. It is literally what they keep saying and doing. It is next level idiotic. Well, actually, the cookie insurgents are also collecting protection money from people for funding. Yeah. Yes, I know. It's not like they're perfectly nice people as well. But then again, they're fighting the government. India is also not shining, but India is ignoring. Yes, India is absolutely ignoring. Both governments are fucking the cookies over. Exactly, yes. They are fucking the cookies over. They're like, hold on, there's a video here that I wanted to show. Maybe I need to find it quickly. Hold on, give me a second. I need to find it quickly. So it's not the lady screaming. CBM in Kerala does the same shit when it comes to them. Which shit? The cookie shit? Yeah, found it. This is literally what is happening. This is the shit that they're doing. These are the slogans that are going around. These are literally the slogans that are going around. Are we sure we want to deal with all of them the same way we deal with Naxalites? Minorities ko eradicate kar rahe hain dheere dheere by making them look bad. What else? Exactly. That is exactly what is happening. The reason why this is happening and why the Mighty rally is going this way is because, and allowed to do this, is because Mighty singularly vote for the BJP. Is Manipur part of the Greater India project you were talking about? No. It is already part of India. On the map, it seems far from India while still being an Indian state. India is a very huge country. India is a very huge country. The thing is, okay, let me just show you. it is still like, it is a semi, like a lot of India is like America. We have all of these states are a union. It is not like just one country, it's a union of different states. Manipur is on the farthest east side. People say India isn't as bad as Bangladesh in minority oppression, but are we serious? We have to get better instead of comparing. Exactly. Also, we are still bad. We can say India is already Akhand Bharat. Lol, no. Akhand Bharat means what maybe you guys don't realize. Akhand Bharat does not mean that all of these regions are technically going to be part of India. Akhand Bharat means elimination of all minorities. Akhand Bharat means elimination of all minorities and the prevalence of the Hindu majority to the point where the minorities are like 1 or 2% max. That is what Akhand Bharat means. That is what Greater Israel means. That is the call. The call isn't like, oh, we just want these regions to be involved and everyone will live peacefully. That is not what it means. Yeah, okay, got it. Yeah, I know, it is bad. No, I mean, India is a genocidal state. It's a colonial project. Yes, it is a colonial project. Like the RSS is literally a paramilitary. Over there, hold on. You can grab it. I switched off the. Yeah, switched off everything. The lit meaning is United India, but yes, BJP doesn't believe that. Yes, I mean, it doesn't mean United India. Akhand Bharat does not mean United India. It means an not divisible India. Akhand doesn't mean united. Akhand means strong, like uniform, homogeneous. I saw this amazing post that said if all minorities were removed, there would be no Hindus, only Dalits, Shudras, Brahmins, etc., etc. Okay. I'm not really sure if that means what you think it means. Like if all Hindus were removed. Okay, so like, and everyone who follows, if you remove all Hindus, there wouldn't be like caste disseminations as well. Like there wouldn't be Dalits, Shudras, or Brahmins. Hinduism is something that perpetuates the dissection between Dalits, Shudras, Brahmins. Bro, what aren't Dalits minorities? Yes and no. Depends on the region. And classification. The classification also changes with region. A minority, more or less right now, is like, it's not just numeric minority. Because like the majority in India are OBCs. RSS Hindutva paramilitary organization model after the funny German mustachio man fascist government. Yes, thank you. And BJP is their political wing. Yes and no. You can imagine the rest. Yes. Yeah, upper caste Hindus are also minorities. Exactly. RSS Hindu is a RSS is a paramilitary organization. That is true. RSS is also Bajrang Dal. Don't forget. And their ideology is Hindutva. BJP is not their political wing. BJP is an opportunistic political party who adhere to the RSS to gain political control. And RSS also did entrism into the BJP. Surprise, surprise. As it did with the INC, but it was more successful with the BJP. Also, have you seen Naman Srinivasan? I mean, who is this person? Naman on YouTube, maybe? He's a teacher for IAS students. No idea. I mean, good for him. Like, IAS is just saying. Like I'm like I have a very bad opinion of like IAS people. Like if you're in the Indian services, I have a very bad opinion about you. He's on YouTube and he criticizes the government. Okay. I call it amazing as it isn't good, but the ideology of many Hindus thinking that India would be better country without Muslims, there would be classism regardless. Yes, there is classism regardless. Like casteism and classism are very similar to each other for people who do not know. The idea here is not just removal of Muslims. Removal of Muslims from India for Akhand Bharat is just the first phase. Right now, so this goes back to what a right-wing ideology or a fascist ideology requires to perpetuate. It requires a constant enemy to fight. The current enemy is Muslims. Once Muslims are gone, they are going to target Dalits, the other minorities. There is no pick and choose. That's why they're targeting transgender as well right now. Because fascist ideologies always require someone to target. Also, classism and casteism are something very close to each other. Because casteism was developed in its instance to protect the class divisions between the community. It's functionally their political wing now, even though Modi has been trying to break those chains to pivot to a different fascist colonial project with himself at the helm. Yes, true. You're correct. I still like to differentiate between them because people get too lost into thinking that BJP is the disease in this country, which is not. Like, BJP is not the disease, it's just a symptom of the disease. That's why I always try to remove BJP from the RSS narrative. There wouldn't be BJP without the RSS. Like current BJP. I'm being very serious here. Like, if BJP goes away tomorrow, our problems don't go away. If RSS goes away tomorrow, our problems do go away. Mostly. Have you heard the quote? They went after the communists. I didn't raise my voice. Yes, I have. I have quoted that multiple times. Because I wasn't a communist, they went on for labor unions, but I didn't raise my voice because I wasn't a unionist, and then they came for me and no one was left. Yes, true. BJP is just a result of people's ideology, which was made by RSS. Exactly, that's my point. Absolutely love that. Yes, that is an absolutely amazing quote, which describes the current situation, especially with the LGBTQ of India right now. Like, I am not kidding. When all of the trans bill was out, I put that on my story in the past. Nice. I need to understand the depth of it. Yes, they do. So, like, this is exactly what is happening right now in India, right? For example, when that trans bill thing happened, I don't know if you were here, if you have heard of that or not. The trans bill eradicated transgender people in India, like completely. Right now, people are not getting like help at hospitals because of it. It is an horrible thing. RSS is also not the problem. RSS goes away tomorrow. No, RSS is the problem list. They are the ones perpetuating the ideology. You don't separate the preacher from the preaching. There is a village of transgender community in Tamil Nadu. They named their village after IAS officer because he spoke up for them. Oh, that's nice. No, but the thing that I'm talking about is too many Sanatani queers itself sabotaging for dharma. Exactly. The thing that happened was the transgender bill was out. The transgender bill eradicates transgender people. It only puts them into 4 different categories. On top of which it basically makes it illegal to help a trans individual in India. It is currently illegal to help a trans individual. A lot of people in India were like, I don't agree with the trans. I do not agree with Sanadi literally means the one who opposes Hindu reforms. What? Okay. I don't agree with the trans. I don't agree with their rights. Those were the people coming out, and these were queers. And everyone was like, shut the fuck up. You are literally spoiling here. They are going to come after you next. They didn't understand. They kept saying like, no, we need to... Hold on, I'm typing something. They were literally like, no, we need to make sure that it's LGB without the T and all of that bullshit that is going on. And everyone kept warning them that, hey, if you keep doing this, they're going to come after you. This is your neck next. This is your neck next. And that literally happened. That literally happened. Right now, what is happening here with... how many tabs did I open? What has happened is the Sabarimala thing is going on. Well, putting off my future trip to India off, if I get sick or hurt there, it would be fucked. Yeah, I mean, don't come to India, seriously. Like, seriously, if you are someone who's trans, white, woman, like man, fine, whatever, do not come to India. Homo sapiens are probably literally the most violent and selfish. That is just a cope. Like, that is just ignoring the problem. Like, at this point, if you tell me like, no, ideology is the problem, human beings is the... No, RSS is the problem. We make our life how it is. We can't keep crying in our corner like, no, everyone is a problem. Everyone is a problem, except for just like the actual problem. No, we are focusing on like the aesthetic or the spiritualness of the issue. It is stupid. People of India are so brain dead, hating on the whole community just because they don't like it. You cannot debate with them. All they do is show hate by putting off a single valid argument without putting us... Yes, that is true. I don't go into bioessentialism with India as well. Like, every single person is propagandized. Propaganda is the problem here. You do, like, we have to realize this. They have been taught from childhood that, oh, transgenderism is bad. Or they have been taught like whatever the BJP RSS is doing is good. That is the problem. Like, majority don't know these things. Mostly Indians are poor farmers. Yeah, like majority has... See, we are in the situation where majority of the people don't even have the verbal base, the knowledge of words to use when you talk about a transgender person. They can't even address the issue. They don't know the term transgender. That is the situation. They don't even know what they're hating. The issue isn't the people of India. The issue is the lack of education, the social education, the lack of nomenclature, the lack of propaganda, like positive propaganda. We used to have that. I understand most of you guys are like Gen Z. But if you are a millennial, we used to have that on the TV to teach us better shit. Now everything is deleted off the TV, the radio, the everywhere. Now all you see is hate. Yes, but even the educated, you will be surprised. Education has nothing to do with propaganda. Propaganda affects people irrespective of education. When you talk about propaganda, propaganda is just not just communication of information. Propaganda is getting you to believe something that is not correct. Like what BJP does, like why BJP keeps winning, why BJP has so much support, is not because they are improving the material conditions of people. They are excellent at propaganda. They're excellent at fear mongering against like a community or a group of people to get the support. When people think of what BJP is doing, they think of like, these guys are going to protect us. I will give up like LPG cylinders. I'll give up a decent life. I'll give up like 24 hours electricity. I'll give up healthcare. I will give up like basic food. Like I would go down to having food once in like a month. Because I believe now that propaganda, like because of the propaganda, BJP is saving me. Wasn't there the Lok Sabha member after hearing the bill asked if 4 people in Lok Sabha know what the... Yes, that was Renuka Chaudhary. That was... she's fucking amazing, by the way. The smartest folks are too easy to propagandize to, so many think themselves immune. Yes, that's what makes them easier. You have to be actively working towards not getting yourself propagandized. Propaganda is something that has happened over the course of hundreds and thousands of years. Fascism and right-wingers have been winning elections based on propaganda alone. You do realize, I will let these people be thrown to the wolves so it helps me. It is so dangerous. Yeah, exactly. Your previous post is doomerism and depends on the fake concept of inevitability. It's untrue and incorrect. Please listen and learn. Thank you. We need to recognize the gap between taught learning and good learning. Yes. I think we need to even if you are not educated, that is still fine. The issue there is not just education. It is fighting against propaganda and actually learning to identify propaganda and think critically. That is even if you are not well learned, even if say you are chauthi pass, fourth standard pass, you gave up education after 10th year of your life. But through your life, you have learned to think critically about a topic. That is far more important, and that will help you not be prey to propaganda. On the other hand, Indian education is mostly rote learning. Even if you go up till PhD level, even if you go beyond, you have a postdoc, you have triple PhD, it is still rote learning, which means you see propaganda, you learn propaganda, you repeat propaganda. Dude, I like Anish Gawande. Again, I have no idea who that person is. He's a politician, LGBTQIA rights advocate and national spokesperson. Oh, Jesus, this is the guy I pulled up the tweet of. Okay, I have ADHD. What do you think is gonna happen? You think I ever memorized his name? Come on. You think I'm looking at the screen while I'm talking to you? I'm looking at your message. Boy, you're going to have, I think for the first time, kind of agree with Tyler here. Yeah, no, you're still wrong. You're still as much doomerist as anyone. And you're still wrong. That is one of the things I keep screaming against you about. To have hope, you need privilege. No, to be doomerist, you need privilege. Yeah, as someone with ADHD myself, I should have known lol. Also, Indian college entrance exam are garbage. Do you know the stress rate of students studying for NEET? Yeah, I know. I gave NEET. I gave GATE, I gave GRE, I gave JE. I passed all of them. I didn't bother studying, to be fair. Hope is the... No. Bliss, you're very wrong there. Hope is for the people who don't have privilege, because that's the only thing they have is hope. You are just wrong. Doomerism is for the privileged. Yeah, doomerism takes energy, time, and brain space. That is what. Doomerism is what comes out of privilege. Thank you for saying that. I have been trying to tell her that since the beginning. Seriously, since the beginning. One of my friends had the heart attack, no joke, going to give GRE after studying 13 hours something. Damn, that's a bit too much stress. See, Bliss, when you are a doomerist, when you are doom and gloom, you are saying nothing is ever gonna change. Not because any of this change affects you. It's because it's just that you feel helpless in your life. That's why you are being doomerist about it. But because all of the direct problems that are happening because of all of the shit is never going to affect you. That's why you can think about it and be oh my god, this is going so bad. India is getting fucked up so badly. No, you have privilege. No, you have privilege. You have the privilege that you may be leaving India soon. You have an education. You have had a job. That is your privilege. That is why doomerism is coming so easily to you. You have to reckon with the privilege that you have. If someone has literally zero privilege, if someone has literally nothing, that they are going to like get killed tomorrow, either they have privilege or they unalive themselves. There's two choices. They have, if when you are out of choices to make your life better, all you're going to have is hope. That is the hope even the propagandists and the fascists use to make you part of their cult. You got this community and I'm full of hope. You can use mine until to make your, oh, that's so sweet. If hope was only for the privileged, religion would never be popular. Come on, lock in bliss. Yes, exactly. Like, one of the things that religion actually does, and one of the things I was saying like right before this, is that religion came into being to give hope to people who did not have any, like they had hope. It just directed into like hope for the Almighty, that the Almighty is going to fix. Because they want their life to be fixed, they have literally no power, no privilege, no money, no monetary help, whatever. That's why they are like, something is going to help. If something is going to help, may it be religion. The privileged just say that this country is broken and can never be fixed and get the fuck out to some Western country, and they may also get on the fund fascist organization and funnel the money to the fascists back home to make shit worse. Exactly. Honestly, reject politics, become Buddhist monk and retreat to Bhutan. But even retreating to Bhutan requires the privilege of having the money to retreat to Bhutan. Like, to become a Buddhist monk, it still takes a lot of money. Like, I'm telling you, the monk who sold his Ferrari not because he was giving up materialism, is because he needed the funds to go become a Buddhist. Because like, how are you going to travel to Bhutan? How are you going to travel to Bhutan? How are you going to travel to Nepal even? You want to live there long term? How are you? No, it is free visa. There is open border. That is fine. But like, travel. How are you going to travel there? How are you going to survive there? You need money. Dalai Lama was running a state like, yes. Even as an anti-theist, I didn't hear to say anything to underprivileged religious folk. No one is shitting on underprivileged religious folks, Carbo. No one is shitting on that. We are just talking about how underprivileged people are falsely taken into this whole religion is going to save you narrative, especially in India. Like, underprivileged people are like entrapped within like religious circles to make them be like, no, the only way for you to live your life is like to go kill some other underprivileged person. That is what they're doing in India right now. Oh, I was just agreeing with you. Okay. That is the problem with like the Hindutva religion right now. He needed the funds to go back to Vegas and gamble. Yeah, exactly. Like, fuck the Dalai Lama, seriously. The fucker is on the Epstein files. Why don't we just send him back to China? I've come such 180 on like what the Dalai Lama represents. I fucking swear. Like, earlier, if you had asked me like a few days ago, I would literally... I mean, isn't Trump mentioned 38,000 times on the files? Yes, that is true. That is so fucking true. You like, there are shit I can say about Trump which will get me banned on Twitch, which I'm not gonna do. That is the only reason, and that is the only selfish reason why I'm not saying what I actually think about Trump. Anyway, but when I say send Dalai Lama back to China, it generally means he's going to be ripped off of all, let's say, religious power. At this point, why don't we just say EPS is on Trump? After Mother Teresa, I'm mad sus of any big media praise religious folk. Exactly, yeah, that is true. Justin, is this? I don't know what this is. Justin 328 one day 328 rip. I have no idea what this is. And as someone who left the country wants to raise the issue and awareness, people will say, I'm being privileged. Yes, I'm privileged. So are you all. Raising awareness is not just show off of my privilege, but instead using my privilege to raise awareness. So that's what most I can do. Exactly. Thank you. Did you know she's Albanian? Yeah, I think I heard that. Oh, they are remotes. Don't know why they don't show up for you. Yeah, I know. Like, I started everything. Like, I have like BT TV, I have like 7 TV, and I have all of the TVs. Maybe. He is mentioned in the files more than God is mentioned in the Bible. Yes. Like, at this point, I can't even think what the fuck is going on with that. Like, the Congress recently said that they are not going to prosecute anyone on the Epstein files. So that's that. Go America, I guess. Land of the free pedophiles. I don't know that, but to be fair, I don't know much about Albania. I mean, I don't think that's the important part of the Mother Teresa being from Albania. She can be from anywhere. I really don't think that's the important part. I think the fact that she only selectively gave medication to like who accepted Christianity and let everyone else die is the reason why she's in hell right now. I think Stephen Hawking was innocent. वो island भी नहीं गया. No, he did go. He has pictures with children. What are you talking about, David? Land of the Fredophiles. Yeah, Land of the Fredophiles. Like, David, he has pictures with children on the island. Bro, I went through the files for a stream. The shit I have seen. She led and supported people suffering and was praised for it. Exactly. Also, Mahatma Gandhi was a terrible person when you think on that lines. He like tortured his own wife. By the way, he apparently said on the radio that he peeped on teenage girls. Who? Stephen Hawking. Yeah. I mean, he did a lot more on teenage girls. Oh, okay. Okay, that was sarcasm. Okay. Nahi, wo what? It's in the files. David, literally, it's in the files. They didn't put... What? It's not AI. Epstein, like, Stephen Hawking was in the files and on the... Oh, Jesus, you're being sarcastic. I'm so sorry. I mean, Trump and Hawking has gone to the island. He cheated on his wife with the wife of the man who made his wheelchair. Yeah. Yeah, that is true. Also, Trump met Melania on like Lolita Express. I think, if I remember correctly, she was one of the girls that Epstein had. Like the older ones. Like their marriage was, I think... Okay, I'm not gonna explain to you what Lolita Express is. A silly goose as a little tinker. Yeah. Okay, that is, I think, the nicest way to say this. Yeah, Epstein's plane. I am... Let's get to the... I mean, this is still important to one. Stewardess all above board. Yeah, she was a stewardess all above board. Yes, exactly. And she ended up marrying Trump. Yeah. You keep saying locking in and we keep getting distracted. I'm literally playing on a fidget. Like I like, this is a part... I'm trying, yeah. This is a part of the rig that I'm using. I'm playing it like a fidget while talking to you guys. Jesus, my ADHD is going crazy when I'm here. Sorry. So what do you need to lock in for? We were talking about so much shit. I always gonna be yappy though. I haven't started my projects for today yet. Still having coffee. My projects are dying in the background, by the way. I'm going to, after this stream, I'm just going to sit and work on the projects and I'm not even gonna fucking sleep. I'm chewing on my t-shirt, lol. That's my fidget. Oh, that's not very nice because there's a lot of plastic in your shirt. Which flavor do you like? I mean, coffee has flavor. Sleep good for your body. Yeah, sleep good for even ADHD. Sleep not good for my brain though, because my brain don't sleep. Don't project sleep. I'm gonna project my ADHD all onto you guys. I smoke, so little plastic is alright, I guess. Actually, no, smoking is still better than plastic in your body, not gonna lie. I smoke too, by the way. Red ink tastes of cherry. Lol. Lol. Milky. Guys, we're talking about taste of a t-shirt here. Oh, you guys are talking about milk candy. Okay, hold on. You have flavored coffee. Don't tell me how to fidget. Sure. Sorry. But like, okay, what is milk candy coffee, vanilla coffee? The fuck? When did coffee have flavors like that? Are you both in America? Oh my god. Ugh. Ooh. Like, seriously? The fuck you guys are drinking in America? Yeah, like India is Chota America when you talk about like with shit like this. Everything is just ugh. Pumpkin spice hipsters have invaded chat. Yeah. Ugh. It is cheap coffee plus powdered creamer plus sugar plus non-fat milk. My partner makes me coffee every morning like that. Oh, I mean, you're lucky to have a partner like that. But like, is it like Nescafe shit? I don't like coffee, but I like ginseng. Have you ever had that? Yeah, that is too expensive. Like, you're lucky to have a partner like that, but I have been in like Europe for so long that like I cannot have coffee like that anymore. That is just something I can't explain. I'm in Italy, so it's the same price. Oh, good. We both lucky, let's be real. Yeah, we are both lucky. I'm not saying we are not lucky. I'm just saying like, ugh. Sorry, I'm going to be stuck on like the flavored coffee shit for a while. It just screws with me sometimes that there's like so much flavor involved with coffee. And cheap like €1. Yeah. Coffee is cheap over here, which is decent. I've heard like Americans have like a lot of different shit that put in coffee. Here, if you do shit like this, they'll throw you out. Bro, have you seriously never had like Ethiopian blends? Blends of coffee, yes. Flavors, no. People eat beef dosa here and someone butthurt by that made cheese dosa, lol. Oh yeah, beef dosa is nice. I don't like flavored Sophie's usually. What is Sophie's? Pyro veg restaurant invention maybe. That is a north thing. That is like cheese dosa is a north thing. Sophie's is a adult like sportswear. Bro, stop the dosa slander. Beef fine, but cheese no. Like I've had cheese dosa. Cheese dosa is decent in Maharashtra. I got sausage fingers. Okay. But I will have mint coffee and hazelnut coffee occasionally. Hazelnut, I get some, like there is some decent hazelnut coffee when you put over it. That is very nice. Like you can even, I think cinnamon goes really well with coffee. Hazelnut goes really well with coffee. I don't know how mint goes in coffee. Like over here, mint is like really bad with coffee. Sadly, I'm as knowledgeable as you. About what? Queer community is bliss. As far as I know from Napoli, queer community is very free in Italy. The issue is on the governmental level, not the local level. Mint is so good with creamy coffee. Really? I'm gonna try. Okay, I'll explain the vanilla coffee. I just got a packet. It had French vanilla on it and it's for 10 rupees. I just bought. Oh, nice. Beef curry and dosa isn't an uncommon pairing. Hey, Hill ATV. We were going to talk about serious shit, but now we ended up talking about coffee. So that is that. Like, I have ADHD. I enjoy this. I want to talk about information, but we'll get to it when we get to it. I am hungry now. Okay, you're an entire country. What have you all done? How often do you stay? How often do you stream? Quite a lot. So we do Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, Sundays. Saturdays, Sundays are 6 hours or longer. Tuesdays and Thursdays are a bit smaller. But we also did one yesterday because there was news, and we'll also do tomorrow if there is some news. I mean, tomorrow is like, but maybe Monday if there is some big news. Food spells, lol. Go eat. Indo-Chinese cuisines have a rich history in this country, so I'm totally fine with that. Yeah. Are you Indian? Yes, I'm Indian. You should definitely follow because I'm Indian. Yeah, Indo-Chinese is one of the best shits to come out of like Indian subcontinent, not gonna lie. It is one of the best shit to come out of Indian subcontinent. I love you should try Indo-Chinese. This is the first time I ever read those words, so probably no. What is this? Have you ever... Honestly, have you ever had Kesar Badam hot? Oh my god, Kesar Badam is so fucking good. Kesar is saffron with almonds. Scarbo. Try it. Like seriously, try it. It's going to be expensive. It is going to be expensive. But like highly recommended. It's almost drink. It's almond drink and saffron. Yeah. मुझे हिंदी आती है थोड़ा थोड़ा. Oh, अच्छी बात है भाई साहब. Oh, by the way, Hila TV, just tell me your pronouns and we can go from there. So I can refer to you directly. Where are you from? Just make it at home. Yeah, but almond, like saffron is expensive. Delicious. Have it with some ginseng drink and go immediately into that. Oh my god, yes. Like if you're adding ginseng and saffron together, you're going to go broke. I love saffron but almond flavoring taste is hit or... So, okay, let me like Scarbo, like seriously, listen to me. Almond, what you get in America is not the same, like almond drink that you get is not the almond drink we are talking about. Dog, I don't cook it. I don't even make my own coffee. Okay. Huh? My partner is just staring at me. Wow. I'm not talking about Californian almonds. I'm just talking about like how Americans are sold almond versus how Indians make almond. Very different. Mango lassi is the best. It is. It is. But like you have to make it like a lassi. A lot of times like how Indian stores make it, it's very sugary. It shouldn't be sugary. It should be umami and mango-y. But I haven't found much. You need to be more specific because India is a huge country with diverse cuisines. Yeah. I mean, Indian food mostly is like the UP kind of food anyway for most Europeans and most Americans. Just blend almonds, rose petals, condensed milk and heat it up. Yeah, Yakman, that's not easy. Let me get this straight. First of all, where are they going to find rose petals, blended almonds with oil in it still? Because American almonds are extracted, like oil is extracted from almonds. You need almonds that are rich in oil with rose petals and condensed milk. No, oh no, I like the sugary lassi like Omani. Oh, nice, puts me off. No. So, like actual mango lassi will have like sugary from the mango itself. The ones that we get, at least where I am currently, is like they put extra sugar because their mangoes are like totapuri, which is not good mangoes. And Indians are mostly scammers, you know, famous for software house lol. Okay. What? That is so racist. No, Indians are not mostly scammers. We are 1.4 billion people. You find like that's like 0.001% of the community maybe scamming. I think there's more scammers in America. Mango lassi, man, they miss out on Faluda. Okay, listen, guys, this is not a stream to make me feel hungry. This is a stream to make Zach feel hungry. You are just making me feel hungry and missing going back to my grandma to make me all of this. Man, I haven't had a Mastani in 7-8 years. I haven't had a Faluda. I don't really give a shit about Faluda. Yeah, also American. Yeah, true. Also, America has higher crime per capita. Yeah, see, America has higher crime per capita because it is mostly reported. Indian is not reported. That is the problem. Also, that is bully post. No, it's not a bullying post. A lot of energy for something I'm not good at. I am disabled. I mean, I think you can just call up like a Indian restaurant and they'll make it for you, Scarbo. Trump is biggest scammer. That is true. Alfonso Mango is the best. Yes. But I like David, try Devgad. Devgad is the original Alfonso. Like the Alfonso Mango was crossed with Devgad. I will find somewhere that has it. I live in a city. Just call the Indian store and ask them to make it for you. They will. Hila, let me just ask you this once. Are you a minor? Because you sound like it, and if that's the case, odds are high that you haven't had authentic version of cuisines from subcontinent unless you seek out joints that have served specific. No, I'm not a Muslim. Unless you seek out joints that serve to specific subgroups of the subcontinent. Okay. Oh man, I don't know. Different mangoes. We got one mango at Storbo. Yeah. That is something I had to teach my partner as well. We had like hundreds. Yeah, that's why I'm asking. Are you a teenager or are you a minor? Like, are you under 18? It just would be better to know in case how to respond to you. Like, no one here is going to be crazy angry because we get a lot of like these right-wing MAGA Sanghi accounts. So just to be clear, because they kind of start this way. They will ask you like, hey, scammers, hey, I am 21 years old. Okay, so technically a minor. Are you a minor or just incredibly whitey? Like incredibly white or incredibly Sanghi, either way goes. Totapuri looks like a parrot's beak. That is how you differentiate it. No, Totapuri tastes like shit. That is how you differentiate it. Especially Pyri. Like, there's no bigger shit than Pyri. Like, why does that exist in the first place? How is 21 minor? When you get around 25, 20s, like after 25, everyone under 22 is a minor. भाई मैं पाकिस्तान से हूँ. Oh, nice. The fuck? The fuck are you talking to me about? Like scammers and shit, bro. We are literally cousins. You're not just my fucking neighbor. You're literally blood related to me. The fuck you talking about? Like, there is literally no difference between a Pakistani and an Indian other than what passport they have. Bhai sahab, we were one country not too long ago. During when my grandfather was born, we were not a separate country for 6 years of his life. I fucking swear. No, I'm not a Muslim, by the way. I am Indian, and I am not a Sanghi. Jesus fucking Christ. It is always so funny. Like, India में कहाँ से हो? Maharashtra. You know, I've like whenever I have taught Pakistanis, I've met Pakistanis, I've helped Pakistani immigrants, um, and I'm just like I have never met a bad Pakistani person outside of the internet. Like never. Like in person, I've never met a Pakistani person who's even closely a bad person. Like Pakistanis are very decent people as far as the people I have met. India से कहाँ से हो? I like to the point that one Ambuja cement ad when someone starts speaking about their border divide. Lol. Yeah, bro, I'm Tamil. Oh, nice. Outside Pakistani military, no one really bad. Oh, okay. I legit live with the Pakistani and have Pak friends. Very good people. Yeah, Pakistani people are amazing. भाई सब आपके मीडिया झूठ बोलता है. Yeah, bro, both our medias are horrible. I have seen your media too, by the way. See, media on both sides is extremely propagandized to make us hate each other, which we don't have to. Like, which we don't have to. Yeah, like both your media and our media is fucking crazy. Like, they literally, I have seen your media, I've seen my. No, it's a political issue, you know. Like, even in India, it is a political issue to sow hate for Pakistanis. Like, come on. It is always a political issue. That's why they so hate. Like the whole Kashmir thing is so bullshit of a argument to hate each other over. Like, get the fuck out. Like, we were literally one country once upon a time. Like, Sanghis spew hate about Pakistan because Muslim. No one, like, normal people don't care. ये सारे झूठ बोलते हैं. Yeah, no, everyone is fucking horrid. Don't worry about it. This community, you're not gonna get hate, at least. That is what I can tell you. By the way, did you know Jinnah didn't even follow Islam personally? No, he didn't. Yeah, I knew that. He didn't. Jinnah was extremely secular. Jinnah was also someone who was extremely tragic. Jinnahs became an extremist because, I mean, when you say extremist, it's also like a stretch. Jinnah became a figure that wanted the divide of India after his wife died. He got so depressed, he did not want to lose anyone else. And because he didn't want to lose anyone else, he started feeling like the only way to keep people around me safe is to divide the country. He was extremely secular. Right up till the military took over Pakistan. Pakistan was a secular country for at least the first 2 years of its life. Jinnah was quite amazing. Karbu, thank you for gifting us up. Thank you so much. Wait, I have a question. What do you think about Gandhi? Fine figure. Like, I don't hate Gandhi, if that's what you're asking. I am critical of certain things that Gandhi did as a person. Basically involving like UC favoritism. Other than that, I do dislike him for how he treated his wife and him maybe being a pedophile. I'm not sure about that. But I am also thankful to him for rallying the entire goddamn country to freedom from the British. It's an extremely complicated topic to talk about. I personally, within personal life of Gandhi, within his personal life, I dislike him. Within his professional life, to the point of giving freedom to India, I do like him. Fine figure, side eyes, I guess. Yeah, I know he slept with minor to test his. That is all bullshit. That is all bullshit. Like testing to sleep with his own will. That is absolute utter bullshit. He pedophile. Like at that time, pedophile. Like no question there. Like you don't need to sleep with minors to test your fucking will. I know I'm not attracted to minors. I don't need to sleep with them to prove it. That is like the stupidest argument anyone has ever made on that point. I mean, half are freedom fighters with PDFs. How? Who? Like Gandhi is the only one I know. I know Nehru wasn't. Like PDFs are not that common, I would argue. No, it's not. I mean, what do you mean? Like, not the, like, when you say PDFs, I think like the shit Epstein did. Yeah, I remember the word misogynists, right? Misogynists. Okay. No, yeah, that is true. Most of them were misogynists. Like, there's a, like, misogyny was always there within the Indian subcontinent. That is something we need to actively go and fight for. Fight against, rather. Sorry, my bad. There's something we need to actively fight against. That having been said, we can still appreciate the fact that they gave us freedom. It is a very complicated topic. It is a very complicated topic. Hydrate, yes. Anyway, let's get back to the topic. Fine, I'm gonna go get water. Give me a second then. Yes, Tilak was very harami, that is true. I see Gandhi as a psyop to prevent true liberation of subcontinent and especially to prevent caste oppressed from... That is just not true. You wouldn't have... Gandhi was literally the glue that held everything together. Like, you wouldn't have freedom without him. It is very easy to say this as someone who has had freedom, not someone who has, like, not at that point of time. Like, tell me one leader who has had that much power to be the glue of the country. Do you see anyone being there? Like, even Nehru being Nehru, he wasn't a very good glue for the Indian continent. Gandhi was. That is a difference between Gandhi and Nehru. You always need that figure. Like, calling Gandhi a psyop is BS, because without Gandhi, you don't have freedom. You really do not have freedom. He was not a psyop. He was just a very complicated person who had very weird ideas. That's it. My favorite freedom fighter, honestly, is like Bose, Bhagat Singh. Okay. You can have your favorites. That is fine. You can't say that someone was a psyop when they literally died for their freedom. Like, the moment you start shitting on Gandhi within this context, you start giving like the RSS more firepower. I do see like Bose or Mr. Sallah Vallabhbhai being the glue. They were not the glue. I'm sorry. Whatever they were not as popular to join the entire country together. Problem is that we didn't exist as a country, and only unifying factor were common oppressors, British and caste oppressors alike. Sure, we obviously didn't exist as a country before that. That is true. You can call out Gandhi's caste oppressive tendencies. That is also true. But fighting the British required Gandhi. That is my only point. Bose did not have the popularity or the following. So, like, Bose, I think, personally speaking, had the same problem the communists of today have, where they don't really understand an armed revolution is not going to work the same way as communists think it's going to even today. India is just too big for it. Vallabhbhai Patel was not as popular as Gandhi or even Nehru. Also, I believe we haven't heard of what Sarojini Naidu said about Gandhi. No, I have not heard what Sarojini Naidu said about Gandhi. But I don't think it's likely. Hold on. Why am I am opening this post and the literal post title is Modi supporters post. It costs a lot of money to keep this man in poverty, lol. No, whatever. See, it doesn't matter. I think now it's time to lock in. Yeah, I need to lock in to get some water. God damn it. The fact that I can go and come back without stressing out really just shows how much trust I have in you guys. Like, seriously. Earlier, I wouldn't even leave this fucking chair ever, just worrying about like everything, like everyone here, and being like, I can't have like, guys, I can't have dead air. I can't have dead air. We are a trustworthy crew. Yes, you guys are a very trustworthy crew. I do trust you to be here. They spend a lot of money to buy the entire train carriage just for him to travel, just for him to drink goat milk. They drag around. So I believe they didn't just buy a single carriage. See, this is the same argument here is like saying, we can't fix it, we can learn from it. Exactly. See, whatever issues Gandhi had, I am not excusing them. I am just saying that it really doesn't matter. You can hate on him, go on, but you cannot disregard the fact that he was still the primary character within our freedom struggle. The moment you remove Gandhi from the Indian freedom struggle, you stop being a free country. Like, he was a horrible person. I'm just saying as a person, he was a PDF. Like, seriously, he slept with minors. Like, yeah, as a person, he was a PDF. God damn it. Like, if you tell me, like, do you want another Gandhi today? I'm going to say no. Like, I'm being very serious. But historically speaking, because for like the movement, like for coalition building, all of this random shit that we're talking about, where he needed this much carriages, he needed this, it becomes pointless. It just gives more power to. He was in the Einstein files. I fucking swear. Yeah, maybe. That's why I don't say bad shit about anyone in the freedom struggle except of Savarkar. Like, Savarkar was literally the person who wrote to the British and was like, I'm going to be your servant from hen on, please let me go, and they let him go. That was Savarkar's words. That he was the villain, he was a spoiler, he's the like root of our problems. Not one other leader ever wrote something like that to the British. We need another Ambedkar, another Pariyar, another Kamaraj. Yes, we do all of. Actually, no, we don't. No. I disagree. I completely disagree. One of the things that I always keep saying on this channel is you don't need another of any one of them. Because when you say you need another Ambedkar, you need another Periyar, you need another Kamaraj, and we need another Bhagat Singh, you are removing the responsibility that is on you to follow in their footsteps. Because you always, like, you're trying to export the responsibility of changing the nation onto someone else. But that is not how a nation gets changed. No, like, we don't need another one. I'm sorry. We still don't need another one. Because that is what one of the things I've said multiple times on this chat. Like, I don't think I've said it in front of you. It's like, I'm not going to be your Bhagat Singh. You shouldn't expect someone else to be your Bhagat Singh. You shouldn't expect someone to be your Ambedkar. You shouldn't expect someone to be your Periyar or other Kamaraj. You need to start being your own man, your own person. And you need to start working within the movement on your own to be the next one, to be the next Yakman 1945. Without this idea that you can do it too, that you can change India, you can change your region, your state, your society. Nothing is going to change. Indians keep waiting for the next Bhagat Singh. Everyone keeps waiting for the next Bhagat Singh. Even today, like even the centrists, even the leftists, even the liberals, even right-wing people keep waiting for someone. Like, no, in Maharashtra, we need the next Shivaji Maharaj. In North, we need the next Bhagat Singh. Why the fuck do you need the next one? Go out and do something yourself. That is the reason why we have not done something for ourselves in so long, is why we have the fucking BJP. Shoe worker bootleg, hoping the British would pass down power to them. Oh, Savarkar, yes. And they ultimately leave, but the key ended up in Congress's hands. Yes. It is not a Superman. It's about a community. Okay. Exactly. It is about the community. The community should be there. We have already had plenty of Bhagat Singhs die in obscurity. Is because people kept saying that, no, this person will do everything for us. That is the problem. Like, why is there no one talking about Umar Khalid as much as they should? Is because they keep thinking that if, like, I don't want to be the next Umar Khalid. I don't want to be the next revolutionary. I want to sit tight and hope that someone like him comes in power. That is all there is to it. We need each other. Capitalism seems inescapable. So did the divine rights of kings. Any human power can resist and change by human beings. Ursula Le Guin. That is exactly true. See, the moment you start thinking like, oh, there have been plenty Bhagat Singhs, there have been plenty Umar Khalids, there have been plenty everyone, there have been plenty in Che, there have been plenty, I don't know, Stalins, Lenins, whatever, doesn't matter. There have been, sure, but what, you're gonna give up? So you're gonna give up speaking out? So you're just gonna give up and live in your little life being doomerists because the shit is never gonna affect you directly anyway, so why bother? Thousands of people are going to stand up because they have no choice. The least you can do is support. The least you can do is be part of the movement rather being doomerists about it. Like, so many people have come and gone. What am I supposed to do? If we wait for others to do it, nothing will happen. Do we wait till we have servants and order them to do the revolution? Yeah, exactly. That is what I mean. Also, wait, also isn't, no, Soham Wangchuk is out of prison, by the way. No, he's not still in prison. He's out. My point is, you can't keep waiting. The more we keep focusing on these leaders to lead us all into revolution, the revolution is never fucking gonna come. Leaders aren't made so they can lead revolutions. Leaders rise from revolutions. You have a revolution, you people come together, one of them gets elected as the leader, and that's how the person comes up. A leader doesn't start like, no, I'm going to lead now, I'm going to collect people, I'm going to be the next Bhagat Singh, and like, oh, I'm going to raise my sword and go forward. That is not how that happens. Leaders come out naturally. The moment you have like this one person coming out with a sword, you end up something like oligarchy. You end up a movement that is solely focused on one person, and it has become very fucking easy to destroy that movement. Like, you just take out the leader. That's it, and the movement is done. Do you really want to have that kind of a movement? Yes or no? Or do you want to have a self-sustained movement that is sustained by its own people? By the group, not the one particular person. If you want the latter, you need to stop waiting for fucking Bhagat Singhs. Like, I'm being very serious here. Like, I was asked by Pookie earlier, like, do you like being a leader here? No, I fucking do not. I don't want to be a leader. I'm not your leader. I'm not your Bhagat Singh. The only person who can get you to freedom is yourself. It is not going to be me. It's not going to be Rahul Gandhi. It is not going to be Pinnarai. It is not going to be any one of those. It is going to be you choosing that you need font freedom and you go and taking it. So make my own political party. No, not political party, a political movement. Those are very two different things. A political party is there to gain support of the people to be in power. A political movement is there to gain freedom. A political party is a reaction to bureaucracy. Meet your neighbor, join the group. Exactly. That is all. See, if you are loud enough, if you have enough support, no matter what the political party is, like it may be the BJP, it may be the Congress, it may be the Democrats in America or the Republicans. If you are loud enough, they are going to listen to you no matter the fuck what. They are going to listen to you because they want the votes. They want your favor. They want your favorability. They want your favorability. That is it. As long as you are loud enough, they will jhak maar ke work for you. The problem is you have to be loud enough. And the loud enough you need to organize with yourself. Yeah, the only organization where I live is RSS. No, that is not true. That is just not true. The only RSS is just make your own. Talk to people, get together, talk, discuss politics. What do you think we are doing here? Hold on, I'll send you. I'll send you like. Hold on, where is this? I recently made it. I don't know if I can send a picture here. You want an organization? Hold on. Give me a second. Used in my opinion, use the internet is yes. Also, yeah, Bliss in the perfect timing. Like, yeah, the movement. The reason why this started was also to give a space to people to talk about. There's a lot of shit going on around us. I don't even have a PAN card. What organization will I start? So get a PAN card. PAN card getting is not that hard. Like seriously. PAN card is literally the easiest thing to get. They give you for free. Hold on. Where is this? Where did I keep this? Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. You guys are going to like it. Where do they save PNGs? I'll create a banner out of this. Use it. I'll give you a t-shirt. Wear it. I can even put in the name if you want and make an organization like this. It doesn't matter. As long as you go out and speak with people, it doesn't matter if you have a PAN card, if you have an Aadhaar card, it doesn't really matter. All you have to do is go out and communicate. Do you want a shirt? Do you want me to make a shirt out of this? Send it to you? We can call it Sarche. Or like Sarin Guvara. I think Yakman is just lazy to get a PAN card. Also, I did tell you, like 21 is minor. That's why. A PAN card is, by the way, like the... What is the number here? Like in America, you have the social security number. Something like that, but for like banking. For people who do not know. Though I was obviously, yes, bro, I'm preparing NEET, of course. I'm not 18. Okay. Like Indians get like a separate number, like a PAN number for banking. It's like the personal account number. And that you have to use for every time you're banking in India. They also added a bunch of other numbers. Anyway, Yakman, I'm being very serious. You want to be part of an organization? Take this as an organization flyer, leaflet. I'll send this to you. Go talk to someone. Just like I'll print this out for you on a t-shirt. Wear it. Be like, hey, I'm part of this organization. I'm talking to you about this. The organization literally does nothing other than just yap, 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 yap. No one's asking you for your votes. Yeah, we got too many IDs, yeah. Like, we are not asking for votes. We are not asking for anything. We are just yapping about what is good and what is bad. Honestly, I had an idea, but yeah, tell me the idea. I always want to hear ideas. Tell me why ain't nothing but a SSN is like Aadhaar. Oh yeah, social security number is like Aadhaar and PAN is the tax ID. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Sorry. Number 5. Oh, I know. Now number 5. He killed my brother. Oh, I swear that is amazing. That is amazing. It's fucking amazing. I'm waiting for Yakman to send me his idea. It's like doctors' movement to spread small clinics to villages that don't have proper healthcare to teach hygiene and how to deal with illnesses. Good. Yes, that is amazing. Sadly, that won't come from the doctors. That will come from the nurses. Doctors are privileged bastards. No matter the caste, they feel like they're very privileged for being doctors. So nurses' movement to spread to small clinics to villages. Yeah, that is an excellent idea. One of the reasons why I started this in the first place to make sure to have enough, like to collect funds from India, not Scarborough, don't. So we can support initiatives like this eventually. I know a few of them myself right now that help children to do the exact same thing. So yeah, one of the reasons why I started this, like, I'm not just doing this out of like, oh, I just want to be a news outlet. I am not a journalist major or anything. I just started this to be like, maybe I can do some good with my privilege that I have of being here and out of like, not like a clinic, but one of the small dispensaries where we give treatment for injuries. Yes, no, I know. I know exactly what you're talking about. Jilla Clinic, it's called, or something like that in Marathi. Like, it's the regional small clinic shit. I exactly know what pharmacies do in like US. The idea is not new. Like, the idea has been there and has been successful. Like what Kejriwal did in the Delhi. Those small like gully clinics or something he called them. Yeah, no, that works. That has been there. The only issue is funding. That's why I keep saying we need to get bigger as possible. So we can try and get funding here. Fucking Dhruv, we are organizing during elections, screening his videos in villages to spread awareness. Really? Dhruv Rathi videos? For awareness? Nice. Were they... okay. Really? That is surprising. Like Dhruv Rathi videos in villages. But not like American pharmacy. I mean like a group development, better hygiene getting. Yes, no. Mohalla clinics, yeah. No, those things exist. Like those things are there. It's not a new thing. The only issue is funding. What were they organizing during elections? Like, please vote for the Liberal Party. In which case it could be BJP as well. It doesn't matter because both are fucking liberal. Act like liberal parties anyway. Capitalist fuckers. Also, what awareness does he spread? Like, I have general questions about Dhruv Rathi. Like, I've seen his videos. Like, props to him what he's doing, and very good for him for what he's doing. My only thing is like, he acts like a 2012 news channel. Like, what news channel should be is what Dhruv Rathi is. And he's doing more than most people. He's doing more than me, definitely. I just wish he was more focused on like actual movement building than selling AI video shit. I'm being very serious on that point. That's why one of the reasons why I never watch Dhruv Rathi videos is because of AI. Like, seriously. Get rid of AI. Anyway, let's just focus on. There's a lot of movement building that I want to be doing, to be very honest with you. But that movement building comes after we have at least 10,000 people following it. Shitlips, yeah. But at least he's not coddling Sanghis. I mean, I know that he has a huge following. He could start such great movements. I know he just doesn't. It directly affects his monetary system. But now he left to Germany. That is not the problem. The narrative is the problem. It's always what is wrong. It is never how to fix it. That is the problem. There is no... When you talk about movement building, it should always be like we are movement building towards something. Like, just compare what I am telling you at any point of time versus what Dhruv Rathi or any of these liberal people are telling you. Like liberal YouTubers are telling you. What I am trying to tell you is like we need to start a movement. We need to start funding shit. How to fix like left, like Indian left. That is what I focus on. That is what I talk about. Like that is what I've been talking about. Papaksh says Dhruv, no. I'm not going into the... I'm never going into the AI shit. I'm sorry. That is just not my space. I never show you any videos from any person who has ever used AI. Lol. Okay, nice. So what I normally, maybe someday, what I normally focus on is like how to build a movement, how to actually go forward with it, how to talk to people, how to interact with people, how to discuss and have a discourse. I am not a 2012 news outlet. We focus on protests. We focus on what is happening. Every single protest that has gone on for the past 3-4 months since we have been active, we have covered. Every single time. So we are not just trying to be a news channel here. I am just not here to give you a good time where I'm just talking to you and I am just like, oh, let's just talk about the news, guys, today. Have a nice chat. That is not what is going on. Even right now, we are technically not talking about the news. But even while we are not talking about the news, I'm still trying to bring up movement building. That is what my goals are with this channel. If that isn't, I just don't want to read the news. It is fucking boring. Though, like, political movement building is very hard in there, not because India isn't fast, but because it will be suppressed. The country is too big till it reaches one part. It has already been suppressed. Sure, I agree with the issues in that scenario, but at least I'm going to try. If you don't try, nothing changes. If we try, something can change. I would rather be on the latter, not the former. See, if no one is trying, nothing happens anyway. So at least we can try. He stops at pointing out the problem because he has no solution. It's probably best that he doesn't come up with the solution because he's not going to have the best solutions. He has enough money to hire people for solutions. Let me get this straight. He doesn't give solutions. He doesn't give solutions because he doesn't want to. Like Nepal, for example, it happened quick because spread instant. Yeah, I mean, Nepal is small. It is a profit for them. If you feel at least the ideology passes, yeah, that's the idea. Side concern to help build the community, though, it helps process info and creates bonds. Exactly. That is why we are having this. That is why I'm not just like, oh, let's just go back to the news and like get done with it. This is why the live stream format. This is why one of the reasons why I don't make videos and post it on YouTube. Posting videos on YouTube is still kind of easier, but again, other reasons as well why I don't do that. Yeah, we can try. What I'm saying is major change isn't possible right now. I mean, okay, Yakman, let me get this very straight with you. Whatever I am doing right now, I don't expect for it to come to fruition in my lifetime. Because I don't want it to just end with me. I want a continued movement. I just don't want it to end with me. I want all of... Fine. Hold on. I don't want for it to end with me. I fucking can't do it. I'm not a good singer. Why did I even try that? Plant trees whose shade you will never sit on. Yes, more or less that. The point is, if I was doing this to end it with me, I'll just get rich and move on. I like your singing. I'm trying to learn. I go to singing class every Friday. You're doing well. Keep going. Yeah, lol. Okay. So I'm gonna hire most libbed. I'm gonna hire most libbed up dudes to come up with solutions using. No. If you're gonna use ChatGPT, I'm gonna stop doing anything anyway. I love it so much. I'll sing for you guys one day. Ab bhajan chahiye gana. I fucking swear, don't at me. Like I am trying. Like okay, currently there is a video of me singing. Hold on. Maybe I can just show you. Maybe I can show you. It is on YouTube. It is from my class. I did a live on that. No. I'm learning English songs in Poland, guys. It's not going to be very straightforward. Hold on. Let me just bring it up for you. He as in Dhruv Rati. Om nom nom nom. Wait, you're in Poland? Yes, I'm in Poland. How many times am I supposed to say this? I'm here doing my PhD. Yes, I'm ignoring my PhD. That is true. Where is this? Oh no, I have to go in creator. Tuasardim is done and we haven't finished a single topic? Yes. But no, as long as our focus is on movement building, I am fine with it. I'm honestly fine with it as long as our focus is on movement building because that is important. You know, Indian Polish connection vlog, but he likes pro. Yeah, I ignore the guy as much as I can. Papaksh is wherever his VPN says he is from one day to the next. Exactly. Tomorrow I'm going to be from Antarctica. Hold on. So the video was recorded from a phone that's not very nice. So please excuse me for the bad audio. We haven't finished talking about coffee. Oh my God, that is so true. Yeah, Bliss loves it when I'm always sticking to the point and not doing any of this. Bliss is my focus on this chat. I fucking swear. I just sometimes watch him but ignore the political stance. Who? Me? Oh, by the way, have you heard about Nice Maharaja? I have no idea who the... I have no idea most of the guys you talk about. Out of, like, when I'm not doing politics, I am watching Pokemon. I am, like, seriously. I'm sorry for the bad audio. No, that YouTube channel, Indian Polish Connection, he makes vlogs. No, I know that channel. Oh, okay. Nice Maharaja is a Maharaja from India who took in Polish children during World War II. Oh, that, like Maharaja sorry, what was his name? Maharaja Digvijay Singh. Yeah, no, I know that guy. That guy was nice. Maybe that's why he's called nice. Yeah, decent. Hold on. This is me singing, by the way. Like, this is literally the first time ever I have sang in front of anyone after 1 month of singing class. It's good he did that, but mostly princes suck. Yeah, most of the princes suck. That is true. Can we focus on this for a second? This is me stressing out. I don't know if you're gonna... Is that what you are singing? No, I am... So this was the first time I ever sang actually in front of an audience. Actually, all of them are, to be honest. Let's hear. Um, I am telling you right now, if your ears bleed, I am not responsible. If your ears bleed, I'm not responsible, okay? Also, YouTube is going to cut this out later because this has been flagged even when I was going live with it. Quit shitting on me. Speaking of Holocaust, I have been meaning to watch Polish film in darkness for a long time. Haven't gotten to it. Watch it on the goddamn Discord server. Jesus Christ, how many times I'm supposed to say this? I am playing. I am playing it. Give me a sec. Why is this not? Hold on. Do I have a? I'm gonna check if I have a better video. Can you hear this? We can't hear your luscious voice barely, not really. Oh, I'm so sorry. What can I do for this then? Maybe I can. I mean, not anymore because I switched it off. Hold on. Maybe I have a video that I can directly show you guys. Music is drowning you out? Yeah. I mean, this was recorded by my partner on a phone directly. There wasn't like an actual recording of any of this. So maybe I can just find something for you guys that is direct. This was in December. Jesus Christ. Maybe that's why they were clapping for me. What are you singing? A Million Dreams. It's a song with like, I don't know, it's a song. MP4 files. I don't know if you know this song, by the way. I don't know if you know this song. Hey, singing in front of people is so hard and Papaksh was very brave. Lol. It is fine. I'm very shameless. But have to say you look so awkward. No. I am not awkward singing it. I know that's your shameless. Yeah, I'm very shameless. I wasn't awkward singing it. I was just like, it is just literally the camera being shitty. There is another side of this that was like quite nice. I am that way very shameless. I have no zero shame whatsoever. I just need to figure out where the... Hold on, what video is this? Oh no. Where is this? Hold on. Where is this other video? God damn it. Does my friend have it? Oh, maybe my friend sent it to me. No, hold on. Maria. So the thing is, one of my Greek friend came to us to live with us for the time, and she recorded this. Kohan, yeah? Do you have the video of me singing? Jesus, where's the video? If I said, who needs shame when you have good morals? I'm still shameless. Huh? Yeah, sure. Guys, we are going back to, we're locking in now. Honestly, sometimes morals are objective in certain situations. Like, you mean like objectives? I'm not really sure what you mean by that. Anyway, forget this. Ugh. I have better videos of myself. Anyway, we should subjective. I mean, forget about morals. Morality is important. I am just saying I am shameless to do whatever the fuck on the internet. Anyway, let's just lock in and finish this because I'm getting scolded from the side. Post a video on the Discord later. The issue is the Discord only allows like 10 MBs. That is the problem. Yeah, I'm immune to cringe. Like, literally immune to cringe. Like, I can just go on here and play myself being an ass. Hold on. Where's this me being an ass? This was a long time ago when I did not have hair. So what was the original topic? Yeah, let us get to the original topic. So I'm just gonna record from here, okay? Like, I honestly don't care. Bro was jacked a while ago, not right now. Anyway, let's start. Finally, after 2.5 hours, 3 hours nearly of just yapping. Yeah, so there was, hold on. This starting? Yeah. After the trans bill was out, there was this idea that I have been talking about, that they are not just going to limit the bill to trans erasure, they are going to move forward with other sexualities, castes, and minorities. One of the indications of that actually might be coming true is what happened with the Sabarimala case hearing that is happening recently. On the first day, an advocate who was advocating for societal morality, which is absolute fucking bullshit, went on in vague terms about and started referencing section 377. The reason why this is important is because they are creating a ground situation to make even their Sanatani queers completely illegal. Because what did section 377 do? Like the abrogation of section 377. It made same-sex couples legal. Earlier, they weren't. So what the government is trying to so they're making the idea popular on ground before doing this. Yeah, they're making the idea popular that it is illegal to be gay or queer in general. They were talking about, they added in like the adultery law and they added in like same-sex relationships within this. They're trying to make it illegal to actually be gay or LGBTQ in India. It's a issue. So after the trans erasure, it is now the time of the gays to face this. So this is why everyone was screaming. Like, honestly, thought gay relations is already illegal to have. Gay marriages are illegal. Yes, they are not recognized. Gay marriage is illegal. Gay union is not. As also, having sex initially was seen as something that is illegal and was frowned upon. Then it was not. Then after section 3's abrogation, it was said that when it comes to having sex with someone of the same gender, it is perfectly fine and okay, and there is no rape, there is nothing in that sort. No one can tell you like you can't do this. Yeah. That is just like it is a very minor thing when it comes to the bigger picture. Same-sex marriages should have been legalized, but they haven't. But even in that sort, they are trying to take back even the small minuscule victories the LGBT community has had within this space. First they came for the trans, and and now they're coming for the gays. So let's just first talk about what is happening in court.
This is South India, a daily dynamic show that captures the pulse of southern states by blending stories of the day, breaking alerts and cultural events. Hello and welcome to the show. I'm American Joker. The Supreme Court is hearing petitions challenging its 2018 ruling, which allowed women between the ages of 10 and 50 to enter the Sabarimala temple in Kerala. In 2018, the Supreme Court struck down the traditional ban on women of menstruating age from entering the temple, which is dedicated to the deity Lord Ayappa. The verdict had triggered widespread protests and a number of review petitions were filed.
The relations were illegal in 2018, 28 to 26 legal now, again trying to make it illegal. Yes, exactly.
It is not known how many women between 10 and 50 years of
Union
age
marriage, adoption, always illegal, yes.
have entered the temple since the
No, I think they legalized like living together. Honestly, bro, it's sad that trans community in India. Honestly, bro, it's sad that trans community in India is really big. What? It is sad that they are what? The fuck? Like seriously, the fuck? Yeah, sure, yeah. Congress had union in manifesto. Okay. Oh shit. Oh, maybe that's where I'm getting that from. You mean like it's sad? What are you talking about, Yakman? Where is the comma? You mean it is sad because yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What the fuck? It's sad. The trans community. Oh, yeah. Okay. Like it affects so many people. Okay, I understood. Sorry. My bad. The trans community is still a minority, which is because they can be so fucking assholes. Like when the verdict was out, some of the community went to meet the people who actually drafted the amendment to the bill. They like the MLA, like in American terms, the senator who drafted the bill was like, these people, the transgender people, saying this to a transgender person, are the ones who kidnap children. This is the senator or the MLA saying, is why we have drafted this bill. And why we have legalized parental abuse for transgender community. We have over 1 billion people in India. We obviously have one of the largest trans and queer populations in the world. Yes. Like this was literally the MLA. Like we have legalized parental abuse for the trans community, and we feel that the trans community kidnaps children and makes them trans. So many people in India are closeted, like 3 or 4 around. By that logic, bad men, they rape. Yes, exactly. But they don't really care. They don't really care about rape. They care about like trans people who don't. This is absolute shit argument. Like they are fucking horrible. This was not made to help the trans. This was to create a minority or a minority. On top of which, what has happened now is trans community people have been denied service in hospitals, be it HRT, be it help, whatever, because a part of the bill suggests that if you are helping a trans person, you can be thought of as you're coercing the trans person, and all it requires is like a transphobic parent to like go to the police, and all of you are going to go to jail. I want to forget Grindr exists. Why? This is the worst thing within the whole thing. Like they have systematically made it illegal for any trans help organization to be in India. All of them completely illegal, constantly under threat of political violence. political and systematic violence. And it's completely legal to do it. You'll know why when you use it. Like, are you talking about all the Sanghis on Grindr? Like closeted Sanghis on Grindr? And the reason that you have to be extremely careful because there's so many people on Sanghis on Grindr and they'll like date you and report you to RSS. Like seriously, let people live the way they want unless it actively hurts others. Yeah, exactly. But their point is to make out groups out of people and to focus their hatred onto someone to keep in power. That's fascism 101. It doesn't exist without it.
Verdict. The first two women entered the temple in January 2019 under heavy police protection. By November 2019, the Supreme Court agreed to review its judgment. On April 4th this year, the Supreme Court finally set
By the way, I want to ask you what?
up a 9-bench constitution bench led by the Chief Justice Surya Kant to hear the review petitions. The hearings commenced on April 7th and are
Yes.
expected to conclude
Trans community has a lot of different sects.
on April 22nd.
Also, these sects change with if you're in the north, south, center, east, west, south, northeast, northwest. That's the problem with the... See, all you need to understand is all of them are transgender and it doesn't matter what the denominations are, especially if you're not trans yourself. All you need to focus on is trans rights are human rights and everyone has to get the same equal rights as everyone else. You don't need the you don't have to fight for the trans community to go to a medical board to get their certification. No one asks you to prove whether you're a man or a woman. Why ask a trans person to do it? Especially medically, when it's expensive, fraught with bias, and also to the district fucking magistrate.
The government of India is included among the review petitioners seeking to overturn the 2018 ruling. The Kerala state government has also asked to be included among the review petitioners, even though back in 2018 it said it would implement the court's order. Our correspondent Binoy Krishnan has sent us this report.
General Tushar Mehta, appearing for the central government, strongly opposed the 2000.
By the way, I have this sneaking suspicion that Bliss has played literally every single game in existence and she's actually like 1,000 years old or something.
2018 judgment's characterization of the ban on women as untouchability. He also pointed out that courts have limitations in deciding what constitutes essential religious practices. Meanwhile, Justice
From the beginning of Sabarimala temple, they banned.
P.V. Nagaratna observed that if a social evil is portrayed as...
So they think that women having their period is dirty. That's why they don't want them to enter.
essential religious practice, the court has the authority to intervene. A 9-judge bench headed by Chief Justice Surya Kant is hearing the case.
To be honest, the game is good. Mass Effect is kind of a big name among games. I know, but Bliss has played so many different games. I just think she has played every single game on existence. Like, she continuously is playing a game or the other. You ask her, hey, do you know this game? Yes, I know this game. I have played this game. Like, come on. Like, if I'm pretty sure the only two things Bliss has ever done in life is study politics and play games. If you think I'm hating, I am not. Yes, Bliss does live outside of time. I am very sure. I have heard of this game as well. Like, there's a lot of memes on it. Bliss is literally out of time. No one is more informed about communism than Bliss. And no one has played more games than Bliss. I can be guaranteed. Guaranteed. Like, I swear. And like, she has a computer from like 2014. I'm still surprised how she does it. I can't do it on the computer that the university gave me from 2018 or 19.
The court aims at completing and delivering the verdict by the end of the April. Binoy Krishnan reporting for Beyond.
So while saying all of this shit about the Sabarimala, they went on to say shit like this. So this is the defense.
Your autonomy is taken away. It's not taking away of the autonomy. It is respecting the tenets,
Hold on. Where? How
the faith,
do I
the belief of that
open
religion.
this in
When
a...
we go to my lord, Ajmer Sharif, we do wear, my lord, we
How do
do
you
cover
restart a
our
video on Instagram?
heads. When we go to a Gurudwara, we do cover our heads. And nobody, my lord, says that this is bodily integrity, my lord, which is, but this is, my lord, has slipped in, my lord. There is a new, my lord, jurisprudence which is developed. My lord, I'll bring your lordship's attention to that.
Let it restart.
My lord, if I go to a mazar or if I go to, my lord, Gurudwara, if I have to cover my head, I
First of all, he's like making the situation a bit worse by saying that going to a Gurudwara is the, like, you have to cover your head. So it is the same thing as not allowing women to enter the temple.
cannot say that where is my dignity, you are taking away
No, you can say that. The idea is, even in a Gurudwara, you don't have to cover your head. That is the point.
my right of choice. This is what Sabarimala says. Your right of choice is taken away. Your autonomy is taken away. It's not taking away of the autonomy. It is respecting the tenets, the faith, the belief of
That is not true. That is not true. You can go in a Gurudwara, you can go in a masjid without covering her head.
that religion. When we go to, my lord, Ajmer Sharif, we do wear, my lord, we do cover our heads. When we go to a Gurudwara, we do cover our heads. And nobody, my lord, says that this is bodily integrity, my lord, which is, but this is, my lord, has slipped in, my lord. There is a new, my lord, jurisprudence which is developed. My lord, I'll bring your lordship's attention to that.
One of the... Bruce, seriously, this is plain idiocy. It's trying to compare something that is deliberately excluding a group of people from entering public space of worship to something that doesn't harm anyone. Yes, exactly. But this is the Indian Supreme Court, my friend. This is how the Indian Supreme Court works. That is their arguments. And on top of which, what they have done is, within these arguments, have entered in this idea that the reason why we are opposed to this is also the reason why the constitutional morality, like constitutional morality, everyone should be equal, is not good law. So we need to also remove like adultery law and same-sex law, because we need like societal morality, not constitutional morality within law. I mean, wasn't there one guy who threw his slipper at the CGI because he heard the guy's religious? Yeah, exactly. Is my lord an obligatory formula? Yes, it is. Or is it just a defect of his speech? No. So they are, by the hello. Also, sorry I couldn't get to your messages yet. It's just been so fucking busy. The my lord shit is that Indian judiciary is based on British judiciary. Indian judiciary is based on British judiciary. And Indian judiciary is not even directly British judiciary. It is what they gave us to keep control of the Indian population. Hey, how are you doing, Bracelet Block? How's it going? I think we haven't even changed it since 19th. We have not. We are... Yes, it is based on Victorian era British judiciary. Exactly. That is exactly what is happening. It is a highly colonial. And in a court... everything is focused on the judiciary. They are gods. They are gods. Thank you for gifting another sub. I'm pretty sure, I think at this point we need to ask people to sub themselves. Like seriously, if you have Amazon Prime, it is free for you to sub. You should probably sub, and let's not just depend on Scarborough. I feel so bad. Like seriously. I appreciate the donation to all of this. I really do. But I really need them to. Please, Bracelet Blog, do it yourself. If you have Amazon Prime, it is easy for you. Like, I'm so thank you for gifting the sub. Seriously, it means a lot. I got my taxes and gotta get seeded somehow. Oh, thank you. We'll get there. We'll get there. We are still very new. Don't worry. Scarborough is literally the best. They keep gifting. By the way, did you hear that they excluded the CJ from electing the... Yes, I did. We covered it. And instead added a minister from the government. Yes, we know. So they always just get the lead government person. Yes, exactly. I support those who deserve it and more. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. No, that happened a while ago. 2 years ago. Also, we covered it again last time. Like yesterday. We also have a YouTube video on it. Hold on. I recently posted this video about it. Yes, we covered it as well. Like you see, yes, I know. I spoke to Paralkar about it as well once upon a time. Like, I'm not even joking. I spoke to him once upon a time on X over it. The video is still out. Okay, I'm just going to be clear about it. Our YouTube videos don't really get that much attention as much as the lives do. So, but like, just to prove a point, we already posted it here. It's like our ultra conservatives half the time pray for God and Tsar, but talk about democracy. Then other half dreams of USSR, but with capitalist surplus. Yes, exactly. Can it? Yes, I know. This is exactly the same. Just India is worse because everyone wants a dictator. Like everyone wants to be treated as God, especially within the judiciary. Indian judiciary basically works like, no matter what happens, if you don't suck their dicks, it's not like they're never going to rule for you. No matter your case, no matter the law, if you don't suck their dicks, you're not getting anything anyway. That's why you have to call them my lord. When you make a request of them or even talk to them, you have to say, I pray to you. Like, you are my God, I am praying to you. That is legal wording in the constitution for the judiciary. I don't get how people get this idea that dictatorship is good. It's called propaganda. It's called RSS propaganda. All my friends in school wanted a dictatorship, by the way, because they went to RSS events and they would be kept getting told, like, look, we need a dictatorship. Dictatorship is the only way to save India. Like, they compare India to China, saying dictatorship is more efficient. Yes, but China is not a dictatorship. Still. Angrez chale gaye, judiciary chhod gaye. Also, judiciary and the police force. We have covered this multiple times before. But you have to, like, the police force is even more fucked up than the judiciary in India. Like, seriously, it is more fucked up than the judiciary. One of the shits I always going to blame Nehru for is like he never reformed the police force. Oh my God, holy dictator police. Exactly. Like on a poll, 50% of Indians want it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, that is all propaganda. That is seriously all propaganda. That is literally propaganda. I'm like, seriously. Kerala police has serious Sanghi problem. Yeah. All police force does. Okay, you have to realize how police force is made. It's a 2-tier system. America does not have a 2-tier system, for example. Britain doesn't have a 2-tier system. The people who gave us the police system. It is a 2-tier system. The ground people, ACAB. Sure. Yeah, my friend, half my friends, 17, by the way, just gave 5 police 500 rupees while they were driving scooter on the damn highway. And they were, that is not even the problem. The problem here is that India has a two-tier system when it comes to the police. The bottom tier is the direct bharti, which means if you want to be the police at the base, you can just directly go. If whether it doesn't matter if you stay in the region or not, it doesn't fucking matter. You are literally there as someone who's just there to following orders. The second tier is the tier for the officers. You don't need ground information to be an officer in the police. Say if I am the officer for like, I don't know, what region, like NCR region or whatever small jilla or district or whatever they have. I do not even have to be there. I do not even have to speak Hindi. I do not even have to have lived in Delhi or NCR for even like a day to take control of that region. I can just be assigned to that region and I have to go work there. On the contrary, in America, what happens is that when you are someone like that, when you travel across state borders, you have to go from the beginning to the end. Even if we say like, oh, American police is crap, American police is corrupt, which is true. They need to be defunded, which is also fucking true. At least their setup, at least on the face, they are made in such a way to be at least some pro people, like at least 10%. In India, it's not the case. In India, police are there to control the masses. That is their goal. That is their literal goal. They are there to control protests, control riots. That's why the officers have no social or moral obligation to the people that they are serving. The people in the small choti bharti are just there for the meal ticket. When you get to a position where you are actually officer, you are not even allowed to stay in the same city. Not even so you're already like differentiating yourself from the populace. That's the reason. That is how fucked up Indian system is. At least the police officers within America and Britain have to work as basic patrolman at some point of time. In India, that is not the case. If you go through officer bharti, you never have to become a patrolman. You never have to face ground realities. You never have to even know the direction from where the closest thela is to have a smoke. There is no reason for you to know any of that. That is how fucked up the Indian police bharti is. Yes, one of my friends' uncle told me something like police is assigned, but they aren't even there. Just come there when there is inspection and fuck off for the rest of the time. Yeah, exactly. They do not care. They literally do not care. The only people who give a shit about being a police are children. When they grow up and become bharti, they are basically told, if you're not going to be corrupt, if you're not going to listen, if you're not going to just obey the orders, you're going to go to jail. Indian police system is meant to have a local paramilitary for the MLA, MP, whoever the fuck is there. They are not there to actually go out and help people. Police, the people who actually notice this have been asking for a police reform since 1950s. Since 1950s. They haven't gotten it because like to change that you need reform from the LSRS, and all of these ministers are profiting from having a personalized police force, personalized paramilitary of wherever place they are ruling. Why do you think the police is always helping RSS or ABVP or all of these fucking idiots, like right-wing paramilitary forces? Because the leaders, the officers who are actually there to give a command are not from the state. They do not give a shit about the people that are actually bleeding on the ground. They do not give a fuck. They are just there to follow orders for their next promotion. India is bureaucracy at its heart, caste is at its birth, fascist at sometimes. Yes, not okay. No, it is fascist always right now. Caste is at its birth, I agree. Bureaucracy isn't as bad as you think it is. All I'm trying to say is here that we have to get rid of these colonial systems. That is what decolonization means. Decolonization doesn't mean we shit on everything from the West and keep everything completely fascistic within ourselves. Sometimes versus right now, yeah, sorry. Below, redeem, hydrate. Oh, I have some water left. Right, you have heard Gadkari's son is profiting from ethanol business. Yes, have you heard that Gadkari and his wife is on the board for beef exporters? Yeah, I know. I am aware. I am aware. It is fucking horrid what is happening in India right now. And the judiciary is as fucking bad as the police system. Like, I always talk about like the anti-defection bill. But it is not just limited to anti-defection bill. It is also how the police force is completely colonial. It is how the judiciary itself is colonial. But to change all of that, we need to start with the top, start with the parliament. That's why I keep saying, like, the thing, India is not going to get better in my lifetime. We will make it better eventually. Oh, but wait, got to go. Bye, literally, it's middle of the night. I know, I'm so sorry. We'll finish soon, don't worry. We'll just at least cover this point. So the SC has gone out and being like, oh shit, no. What we are going to do now, we are just going to talk about how same-sex relationships are bad. Because constitutional morality is bad. This is the exact thing what happened with Roe versus Wade. This is literally what the exact thing happened with Roe versus Wade, by the way. The center on Wednesday told the Supreme Court that landmark luring decriminalizing. Meanwhile, Sanghis want to colonize further while vomiting and decolonize nonstop. Exactly. Decolonization was never about just throwing everything out of the window that is Western and doing our own native fascism. It was about doing less fascism. Like, on that note, British have decolonized more than India. Not in our lifetime, wouldn't suddenly in 1 week decades will happen. I hope suddenly in 1 week decades happen, but if I keep focusing on that, I'm never getting out of the door. Like, there's hope and there is a lot of needless hope. I want to have a movement that lasts longer than like a measly 50 years. I want a movement that lasts long as India exists. They are also removing PILs. I read somewhere, yes, they are trying at least to remove public interest litigations from existence. Like, you will never be able to have public interest litigations anymore. It is also open on the side. We were wanting to cover it, but like we were busy doing community building, let's say. Submission was made before a 9-judge constitution bench headed by Justice India Suryakant. Seems China moves the crown to Sanchez as Europe chief representative, bypassing Brussels entirely. Really? Nice. Good for them. Headed by Suryakant. I fucking swear, Suryakant is like the worst chief justice to ever be there. Which is hearing petitions on discrimination of women against... discrimination against women at religious places, including Sabarimala temple in Kerala, and examining the scope of religious freedoms across faith. The court has framed 7 key questions on the religious freedoms, including scope and mention of term morality under Article 25-26 of the Constitution, whether it encompasses constitutional morality. They are just complicating it way too much, to be fair. They're trying to do the same shit they did with Roe v. Wade. I fucking swear. They overturned Roe v. Wade. First, they targeted transgender people, then they overturned Roe v. Wade, and now they're coming again for like the right to constitutionally marry for LGBTQ in America. This is the same goddamn playbook they're using in India. Yeah, the steps seem different. But at the end of the day, the goal is the exact same. Criminalize an entire minority so you can focus on them to spread hatred. And make people lust into killing them. Jesus Christ. I am the guy who gives hope, I know. But I'm also the guy who tells you if you don't act now, nothing is ever going to fucking change. That's why we need to act now. At the very least, spread the goddamn message. At the very least, spread the goddamn video. Advancing arguments on the second day, Solicitor General Tushar Mehta appeared on court and submitted the concept of constitutional morality is a sentiment, not a doctrine of which legislation can be tested. That is just not true. In a country governed by democratic principles, okay, it is always the majoritarian view that prevails, particularly when it comes to testing a law. That is the problem when you talk about equality versus equity. When you talk about testing the law, if you go by the majoritarian rule, anything from mass rape to mass genocide become completely legal if the majority wants it. That's why you need to have a law structured over equity, not just majoritarian view. Because it is the, and he says, because it is the majority. Oh, exactly, yeah. That's why you need to sub and not depend on Scarborough to give you a sub. Just letting you know. Because it is the majority that enacts the law. How do you then define morality on that basis? It is very easy. Look, just read the goddamn constitution. Thank you. Because I honestly feel bad. Therefore, subsequently, there may be an evolution in change in understanding, Mehta said. Also, if we don't act now, we are just going to dig deeper and deeper towards freedom, free speech, restrictions, and dictatorship. Exactly. Exactly, Chosen. Exactly. The bench on Tuesday clarified that the court will not tolerate being told a legislature has the last word in such matters and observed that court cannot shy away from testing practices against constitutional principles even if they are rooted in faith. What they are basically saying is that everything that we have said before is now going to come in question because we want to do it. Which means any judgment taken in the last like 70 fucking years can be questioned because we want to test it. This is also an issue I have with interpretation of law argument. Absolute fucking bullshit. You're in the constitution needs to be very clear. If it's not clear, what's the point? However, questioned how persons who are not devotees of Lord Ayyappa could challenge the temple's custom invoking PIL jurisdictions of the court. Here, I swear, this is the most idiotic sentence. They are devotees of Lord Ayyappa. Lord Ayyappa doesn't tell you that, oh, you have period, you can't go in temple. That is the priest. The court, while citing examples of other superstitious practices, witchcraft, cannibalism, sati, asked the Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, senior lawyer officer of the center, if witchcraft is considered part of religious practice, would you or would you not consider it superstition? To which SA replied, yes, and I will. That is also the issue with right-wing idiocy, that they don't understand their own biases. If that is, this is as well, but they are going to still bring up all of these fucking bullshit arguments that, oh, women shouldn't go in temples when they're having their period. Like, what the actual fuck? Rejecting the center's submission that the secular court cannot decide the issue with regards to superstitious practices, on Tuesday, while hearing the batch review plea challenging the Sabarimala judgment, said that it has authority to examine whether certain practices in a religious amount to superstition. Dealing with the scope of judicial matter, Mehta referred to the Supreme Court judgment decriminalizing adultery, Joseph Stein, and same-sex consensual relationship. The scope here, while they were like, oh, these were based on constitutional morality. That's why they need to be tested again. Like, oh, is same-sex consensual relations okay with the religion? The top court on a plea filed by NRI Joseph Stein had in 2018 struck down section 497 of Indian Penal Code, dealing with adultery, holding it unconstitutional. In the same year, a 5-judge constitutional bench had decriminalized homosexuality by partially striking down the colonial provision of section 377 of the IPC on the plea filed by dancer Navtej Singh Johar. They are trying to open up a can of worms that literally makes homosexual relationships illegal in India. It is fucking horrendous. And this is what happens when you first let something like the transgender bill pass, the amendment to it pass, and when you don't protest. The first they focused on the trans, and now they're coming for the homosexuals. And it is a known thing. That's why, like, when you talk about people like Sanatani queers, Sanatani gays, the LGB without the T's, all of you are fucking chicken at KFC. You are literally talking about a culture that is out to get you and out to murder you the moment it has like a chance. Mehta said one of the questions is what is the extent of judicial review and what is constitutional morality. Whether social or constitutional morality, there is a judgment in the Joseph Stein case. This is a judgment. I am a little concerned as a citizen, as a student of law, and therefore this is what an adultery provision under challenge. This was an adultery provision under challenge. Some feminist legal methods by Catherine T. Bartlett, Harvard Law Review, is quoted, which is a law under Article 141 of the Constitution and binds 140 core Indians, he said. The justice observed that the Joseph Stein judgment cite Jeffrey A. Segal as a well-known American legal scholar. Who is the Segal? He has almost been referred here as if he is the second Ambedkar. The CJI said. The CJI is fucking idiotic. Mehta pointed out the paragraph 195 of Joseph Stein judgment also cites a JNU professor. I do not wish to trouble the learned professor. She is known for certain views, including that the Indian state is illegally occupying certain states, etc. They're talking about Kashmir. I am not going into that, but now that view finds place in a Supreme Court judgment. It is the status of being part of the record. He said, I fucking said these people are like opinionated bitches. I fucking swear, these people are opinionated bitches. Like, this is like a high school classroom. And like, how can you have her quotes in this document of mine? Because I don't like what she said in later on. Not like it has nothing to do with this. But like, I have like a personal problem with her. So I'm not going to let her say shit. Like, I don't want her here. That is basically their argument. Why is religion put on so above law, like basic human rights? Don't let me start with this. Don't let me start with this. This is fucking horrible. They observed in the case, Navjit Singh Johar was a union said that elevated the concept of constitutional morality to being the test of judicial review of legislation is submitted. Dr. General militates against the mandate of Article 13. What basically, by the way, the Joseph Stein case as well, like when you're talking about the Joseph Stein case, the case was literally like, is it illegal for a man to cheat on his wife? That was the question there. Because earlier, it was illegal for a man to cheat on his wife. If his wife cheats on him with someone else, the man has no legal recourse in that scenario other than just going after the man with which his wife cheated on. In this scenario, the man is always the problem and the woman is always as an object to be passed around. Highly patriarchal. That's why adultery is now like not something that you can follow through judicially. It is not a criminal act. Plus, you really shouldn't need the court to interfere in this. Like, this shouldn't even be a felony. Like, oh my God, seriously, like, think about this. Surajan also criticized the use of foreign law and academic writing in the adultery judgments. Like saying court should not base binding laws on individual and subjective views drawn from selective sources. Like, at this point, they just want to draw from what Taliban's playbook at this point, I feel. They literally just want to draw from the Taliban's playbook. That's so fucking weirdly smart to push patriarchy in the name of women's rights. I know. He argued that that's what the right wing does. Like, what do you think Savarna feminism is? Pushing patriarchy in the name of feminism. He argued that treating consultational morality as a standalone test for judicial review is alien to the doctrine of separation of powers and termed the concept vague. Okay. I mean, I am not someone within law. I have an understanding that this is not actually vague, which goes to show the level of education for lawyers in India. The judgment in Josephson proceeds on a premise which is not only against the society's morality but even against constitutional morality. Okay. Mehta told the bench, which also comprised of Justice B.V. Nagaranathan, M.M. Sudaresh, et al. The center has earlier filled written submissions urging the court to declare the law, reasoning that Josephson case as not a good law. See, if this ends up being rejected, Joseph Stein, the 5-judge bench on legalizing gay relationships or homosexual sexual acts is also on the chopping block, which means they can literally go out and arrest every openly gay person there is, or a homosexual person, or a Sanatani queer. Very fucking smart. The September 2008 5-judge bench by a 4-1 majority lifted the ban of entry of women between the ages of 10 and 50 into the Sabarimala Ayyappa temple in Kerala, holding the centuries-old practice and constitution. Later on November 14, 2019, another 5-judge bench headed by Chief Justice Ragan Gogoi by a 3-2 majority referred the issue of discrimination against women at various places of worship to a larger bench. The bench had framed broader issues of religious freedom, observing that such a question could not decide without facts on individual cases. On that note, I'm gonna have to head out as well. This was an amazing time to be had. Seriously, it was very good. Thank you for being here, every one of you. I will see you again on Saturday, and if nothing goes wrong, I will see you again. If something goes wrong, I'll see you tomorrow. If nothing goes wrong, I'll see you again on Saturday. Thank you for being here. Cheers. We will go raid someone if possible. Hold on. Let's just go raid someone. I don't know. Let me just check who's online. Oh, thank you so much, Scarborough. You have been amazing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's go raid someone. I need to check who's online so we can raid. Rip Harish. Is he on? Okay. Let me just quick. Oh. Okay, fine. How? Okay. I have to go here to raid. Okay. Denims. Could you also put in the link of sources in Discord? Yes, I know Lisa is online, but we need to rate someone else too. Stream manager. Hold on, just give me a second. Plus, I think Rip Harish is also in chat. I will put the links in Discord. The links are already on Discord. You have to just go through them once. Yeah, I know. Hold on. Let's just start. They are playing Genshin Impact. Guys, get ready. We are moving. It will happen later too. Yeah, sure. It's already there. Just check Discord. Yeah, I hope I get some sleep as well.